دوست چه موزیکی داره پشمو. چی داره لایویم. لایویم 6 نفر هستن. بچه ها سلام، صدای من دارید؟ بذار من چتاتون بیارم. 1 2 3 1 2 3. من الان چتاتون رو دارم. خب آقا سلام و درود به بچهای کیک، تویچ، یوتیوب. خیلی خوش اومدید به استریم. بچه‌ها استریم دراپ داره واسه کد بتا. اگه میخواین کد بتا بگیرید میتونید تو تویچ نگاه بکنید بچه‌ها. تویچ دراپ میده. اگه که اکانت اکتیویژنتون به تویچتون لینکه و تویچتون هم به اکانت پلتفرم گیمینگتون وصل باشه میتونید کد بتا رو زودتر بگیرید. من خودم الان استریم خودمو باز گذاشتم. اگه به خودم بده خیلی خوب میشه. بیاین تو استریم تویچ نگاه بکنید اگر میخواین کد بتایی که 2 روز دیگه میاد زودتر بگیرید. و هم کد بتا رو میده اگه استریم نگاه بکنید. فقط هم تو تویچ بهتون میده، تو یوتیوب کیک نمیده. امروز باشین بیا تو تویچ اگه میخواین کد بگیرید. چند دقیقه شروع میشه؟ 9 دقیقه. خیلی خوب. بچه خیلی خوش اومدید. سلام برو ماهتون. 9 دقیقه و 17 ثانیه. من فقط به خاطر زامبیش میخوام نگاه کنم چی داشت. امروز از مولتی پلیر حرف میزنه، از وارزونش حرف میزنه، از مولتی پلیرش که برای من اصلا اهمیت نداره، وارزونش هم که اصلا اهمیت برای من نداره. زامبیش نهایت. این زامبیش قراره چجوری باشه؟ من که والا بازی رو به جای پول بازی رو بخرم رفتم دادم سی پی یو خریدم. بازی رو که من فعلا نمیتونم بگیرم. حالا هر کی خریده دیگه خوش به حالش. زامبیش قراره بهترین زامبی کل سری کالاف بشه. ولی حاجی این موزیکش چقدر خفنه. بگو میگه منو یادت خدایی مانشا یه چیزایی یادمه خیلی کم اسم تو حافظه من هست. چرا تنظیمات توی شرطات کفی بشر نمیده؟ به خاطری که تویشه دیگه. چطور آرمی جان؟ چطوری هم محمد؟ بچه های یوتیوب خیلی خوش اومدید همگی. بچه های تویچ کیک. آقا من جمیعا دیگه سلام میکنم بچه جمیعا خیلی خوش اومدید. ایرانی ها چی میگن این وسط؟ کل چت کالاف ایرانی شده. کوست باید این سابقه نداره. واسه بابا حاجی ایرانی بازی چرا داری در میارین تو چت کالاف دیوتی؟ داد بله چی دارن میگن اینا؟ کی رو فرستاده؟ یعنی آبرو برای این کشورمون نذاشتین. نگاه کن 7 دقیقه دیگه شروع شد. چت رو نگاه کن. چت کالاف دیوتیه. بله نگاه کن. تو توییتش هم همین جوریه؟ یه لحظه بس ببینم. توییتش نه اونها مثلا اسکولا دارن میزنن دراپ. مثلا بچه استریم هم دراپ داره. بیاین. بله مرسی از ایرانیای ماشاءالله. چه چت وایساد. سابسکرایبر اونلی شد. پشمام ریخته کل چت ای فارسی داره می نویسه. نگاه کل چت فارسیه. کدوم کس خودی گفته بیاین تو چت کالاف تو اینا رو بنویسین؟ نگاهشو کن احمقا رو ناموسن. نگاهشو کن. آبرو ایران رو بردن اینا حاجی. خاک بر سرتون کنن. من الان میام. بیا اونی که داره وسط پرچم عربستان سعودی رو فقط میزنه که کم نیاره. اونی که پرچم گی داره میزنه. ناموسن حاجی ایرانی ها آبرو واسه ما نذاشتن جدی. هر جا میریم یه لقا واسه تو بیا بالا ببینم. یه ویور کانت یوتیوب کیکو نمیزنه؟ ببینم الان یه توییچو زده، یوتیوب زده، کیکو نزد حاجی. کیکش باگ خورده ولی اصلا چت‌های کیک هم نمیاد. کدوم آقا ببینم. نه اوکیه. بچه‌ها استریم توییچ من دراپ داره. اگر میخواین کد بتا رو بگیرید بیاین تو چت توییچ. کلا کالاف دیوتی با چیز قرار داده. یوتیوب من وصل نیستا. خب اگه میخواین کد بتا بگیرید اکانت کالاف رو وصل کنید به توییچ. بعد توییچتون رو وصل کنید به پلتفرم گیمی که بازی میکنید. مثلا استریم نمیدونم بتلنت ایکس باکس هر چی هست. اون وصلش کنید بهتون کد دراپ میده. میتونید بتا رو 2 روز دیگه زودتر اصلا بازی کنید بدون که پیش خرید داشته باشید بچه‌ها. چه چقدر کمه بیشترش کنم. موزیکش خیلی قشنگه.
دونیت شدی.
مرسی از آقای دپارسا واسه 10,000 تومان دونیت. گفته که آره خودم اول اصلا ازت ممنونم که باعث شدی که به یه یوتیوبر رو بهترین پلیر بلاد تبدیل شم. جدی نفر دوم پشمام ناموسن. دوم اصلا منتظرم که پول هستم بیاد دونیت سنگینه بزنم بریم ویدیو عشقمی تا آخرین بریم ویدیو عشقمی تا آخرین لحظه میدمت و امیدوارم هر جا میرم موفق باشی. از طرف یوتیوبر تازه کار و ویور 6 ساله است. پول نداشتم فعلا نداشته باش. بابا پارسا مرسی بابت 10,000 تومان دونیت. اصلا فکر نمی‌کردم که اینقدر باعثشم یه نفر بتونه همچین رتبه‌ای تو بازی بلاد استرایک بگیره. پشمام ریخته واقعا. باعث افتخارم داداش. عشقی امیدوارم که بالا بالا ببینمت. ماچ به کلت. باعث افتخارمه که 6 سال ویورمی و اینکه مثل حمایت دمت گرم. بهتر کنید. باجی ایرانیا تموم نمیکنن. سلام علیکم، چطوری؟ خوش اومدی؟ چطور آقای فرند کمپر؟ خیلی خوش اومدی. علی نوار عزیز، آرشان وارزون به پارس آفیشیال. نه فقط باید تو کالا پیج تو تویچ هم ببینی. من یوتیوبم به خاطری که رو حالت برنده نمیتونم فعال بکنم آپشن، ولی داخل تویچ من هر ریوارد داشته باشه بهت میده. بذار من تایتل رو بکنم کالاف دیوتی. یه دقیقه واسه تایتل تویچ رو یادم بکنم کالاف دیوتی. الان اوکیش میکنم. بابا چرا هنگ قاطی کردم من؟ کالاف دیوتی چی باید بذاره؟ کارتی بلک آپس 7. بلک آپس 7 بیا الان دراپ فعاله. الان واسه چیز فعاله. یه رفرش بدیم. الان فقط تو تویچ فعاله بچه ها. آره الان دراپا فعاله بچه. البته دراپ اگه اشتباه نکنم یه دقیقه باید شما اینجا یه چیکو بلد نیستم کامل. اینم بلک آپس هم ولی کیک نداره آجی. اینم کیک نداره. کیک همچه آپشنی رو نداره ولی ما میزنیم بلک آپس هم. البته بچه نمیدونم چنل منم بده یا نه. معمولا تو چنل خودش میگه میده. خب بذارم استریمای دیگه شون دارم. آره بتا کد درات کد نکست واچ پارت داره آقا. واسه همه داره. خب این که 30 ثانیه دیگه شروع میشه. ما بسته شو. فقط تویچه بچه ها. فقط تویچه. خب بریم آقا. بریم واسه استارت نمایش. بریم. حاجی موزیکش گاده. خب بچه هر کی میخواد کد بتا بگیری یا بر تو چنل کالاف تو چنل من استریم نگاه کنه. این که ترلش رو دیدیم با ترلش توی جلوتره. بذار یه رفرش بدیم. الان اوکیش. بله علی نمار تو تویش الان زده دراپ میده یا نه؟ بابا من حالم از مولتی به هم میخورد. زامبی نشون بده. ریدم تو مولتی پلیر. متنفرم از مولتی کالاف. مولتی بلک آپس. یه فکر کنم 1 ساعت و 1 ساعت و نیم لایک باشه. تست صدا 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. آقا من صدا رو یکم تنظیم کردم. اگه صدای من یه خورده کم بود بگیم بیشتر کنم. دراپ داره. حل فرزان میگه دراپ داره. حل آقا استریم تویچ دراپش درسته بچه. اگر استریم از توییچ نگاه بکنید میتونید کد زود هنگام دسترسی به بازی رو بگیرید واسه بتاش که پس فردا میاد. خود منم استریم خودم باز گذاشتم و استریم کالافم گذاشتم که بگیرم. توی یوتیوب و کیک بهتون کد نمیده برای من، یعنی من سوالش نکردم، فقط توییچ فعال کردم. از قدیم بوده. من فقط اومدم به خاطر زامبیش، ببینم زامبیش هم چجوریه. مگه نه وارزون شد هایپ هم واسهشم مردی شد. فقط زامبی چون بلک آپس به زامبیش معروفه. منم کلا چنل 8 سال فعالیت کالاف هم معروف به زامبی، به وارزون زامبی. از زامبیش بچه‌ها شنیدم که بزرگترین و خفن‌ترین زامبی کل تاریخ کالاف قراره باشه. خیلی دوست دارم هم چجوریه. من گیمو بچه‌ها نخریدم، بچه‌ها ندارم گیمو. بتا کدار داره تونتون اینجا میزنه. بتا کدا اینجا تو بزنم کنسول ببینیم بالا شاید شانس ما شد. حاجی میدونم بتونم بتا کدا رو سریع بزنم یا نه، ولی فکر نکنم بتونیم سریع بزنم. حاجی خیلی بتا کدا سریع دارم میره. من به خودم میام کدا رو استفاده کردم. حاجی خیلی کد داره میده.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. 250 of your
این همه آدم دارن نگاه میکنن قطعاً سری کدا رو وارد میکنن.
Black Ops 7 gameplay and more. Today, we'll dive into 6 all-new beta maps and show you what's coming to Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Starting with Blackheart. The Forge. Toshin.
And LYTG.
Exposure. Imprint. Cortex. We'll peel back the curtain on zombies with our first live look at the new round-based zombies map, Ashes of the Damned. We'll drop in to a first look at a new Warzone Resurgence map. And we've got big updates for Call of Duty Mobile. And plenty of more surprises in store. We're moments away from kicking off into live gameplay, but first, some exciting info for our viewers at home. Be sure to stay tuned in throughout the day for a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Black Ops 7. Just by watching this stream on the official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels. Take a look at the chat on either of these streams for more details. Everything you're seeing in multiplayer gameplay today will be playable in the open beta, with early access starting on October 2nd. Plus, don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access to experience a small taste of zombies. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the beta. Don't forget to preload starting tomorrow. I'm Miles Ross, here now with Stephanie Snowden, Senior Director of Studio Communications, and we are thrilled to be joined by some of the team.
قراره بچه‌ها اولین تو این مپ زامبیشون اولین مچشون بازی بکنن.
Happy to be here. We are about to see Black Ops 7 gameplay here today. But before we begin, Matt, you got to walk us through what was your approach to designing multiplayer for Black Ops 7?
اولا مولتیپلییر رو میخواد بگه. آپدیت اومنی موومنت، بعد گیم پلی استریمرایی که قراره بازی بکنن. بعدش میره زامبی، بعدش هم وارزون.
2035 setting really allowed the team to get their creative juices flowing. Of course, 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2, which means we can really tap into that gold mine that is Black Ops 2, the content. You're going to see a lot of your classic favorites, of course, a ton of brand new content in the beta at CODNEXT and at launch, but really being able to just dig into that future setting, a lot of fun.
خیلی خوش اومدید. سلام برو ما. بچا چنل توییچ من دراپ بهتون میده. اگه که میخواین کد بتا رو بگیریم میتونید چنل توییچ هم استریم کنید. خب داره راجع به اومنی موومنت حرف میزنه.
Core movement. What can players expect to feel today and in the beta?
یه سری چیزا اضافه کردن به اومنی
We
موومنت.
really started by looking at what would that 2035 operator do, and started looking at different ways we could improve movement. So things like wall jump have been added.
وال جامپ اضافه شده. وال جامپ شخمی نگاه کن بیا. همون چیزی که من یک سال پیش ویدیو کردم گفتم قرار
دونیت شدی.
بلاک اپس 3.
It's now time to jump straight into gameplay. We're wasting no time whatsoever. Thank you so much again, fellas, for your time.
پارسا مرسی واسه 5000 تومان دونیت. گفته که والا تو بازی نه ولی توی تورنمنت که 57 تا کشور شرکت کردن دوم شدم. پشمام ایول. جایزه نگرفتم ولی اسمو خوب یادشه و اینکه بگم به لطف تو کامیونیتی ما شامل از خودم یوستار ورتیکس امید انرژی که یکی از دوستا و همکار خوب منه و تونستیم تشکیلش بدیم. دمت گرم که اومدی و اینکه کلا منتظرش باش. عشق داداش ان شاءالله که موفقیت بیشتر رو ببینم. اشتی مرسی واسه حمایتت. کدوم استریمرها هستن؟ ای یارو رو میشناسم. این یاروه. خیلی با یارو حال میکنم. با یارو خیلی حال میکنم. آجی چرا کل چت ایرانیه؟ آجی من اصلا مولتیشو دوست ندارم. اصلا حس خوبی مولتی ندارم. من فقط زامبیشو میخوام. بچه برای کد باید اکانت تویچشون رو وصل کنید به اکتیویژن تو خود چلاش داره. بعد اکانت پلتفرمی که روش بازی میکنید رو وصل کنید به تویچتون. اسکام واقعا به نظرم بهترین پلیر چیزه. یکی از بهترین پلیرهای کالاف دیوتیه. اسکام فوق‌العاده بازی میکنه. در واقع مولتی پلیر بازه. این بنده خدا رو نمیشناسم شادسیزی. این احتمالاً یه عضو جدید باشه. مینگادم نمیشناسم. وات؟ چه لگی شد یارو. قشنگ قیافش معلومه اصلا حال نمیکنه از مولتی پلیر. بچه من اصلا واسه مولتی پلیر نیستم. من فقط اومدم واسه زامبی. یعنی اصلا بولشت خالص مولتی. هممون میدونیم مولتیش مزخرفه. وارزونش هم همین که دارید می‌بینید. اصل کار زامبیه. جدی بیاد پله میده داداش گلم. من پول خریدش رو ندارم. دادم واسه ارتقاء سی پی یو سیستم درست بگم. من پولش رو دادم واسه ارتقاء سیستم چون واجب‌تر بود. الان دیگه خودم نمیتونم کالاف بگیرم. اگه داشتم دوتا رو با هم میگرفتم. هم سی پی یو واسه استریم میگرفتم هم کالاف دیوتی. ولی متاسفانه نه. من زامبیشو خیلی دوست دارم بازی کنم. من هر سال واسه زامبیش تو این 8 سال برنامه داشتم. اولین باره که شما قراره امسال من تو کالاف نبینید بچه. چون نمیتونم بگیرمش. سی پی یو و حقیقتا واجب‌تر بود. یکی نوشته نوبی داداش.
The M8A1, a gun that we have seen consistent. I was getting
اطلاعاتش رو استوری کردم پارسا.
Symphony's using it quite well, a two-burst weapon, but this being very, very powerful. We'll see a lot of players probably using this, and as you can see, Corsair, right? Prepare for battle, official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
نه همش پارتنر کالاف انا.
So much Call of Duty next.
It's absolutely the case, and I will say
رسما ورژن ارتقا یافته بلک آپس 3.
curious to see in terms of that kind of more main style AR. Is it going to provide, an AR title this year? And I will say, watching some of the players that are in the CDL and those long-standing content creators with a bit of competitive experience or just a lot of in-game experience, watching them use that Peacekeeper has been really enlightening. I think it's really got a level of balance built in with the draft that you're talking about. The SMG versus AR feels very neutral right now. So, well, if you're looking for an honest take, don't go much further than the Legion stream. He'll give you every emotion, reaction, and feeling he's got.
Oh gosh.
بچه پس فردا به تاش میاد خودشو داره به همه میده. این کدایی که اینجا میبینید داره اینو میزنه. بعد اگه نتونستین رو بزنید استریم هم ببینید بهتون میده. استریم توییچ من نگاه بکنید بهتون میده. نگاه کن میری اونجا میپره میری سمت چپ. خدا وکیلی این چیه؟ به خدا این استریمر هیچ کدومشون حال نمیکنن دارن الان بازی میکنن اینجا یه ورژن ارتقا یافته بلک آپس 3 رسمه. واقعا کی مولتیشو بازی میخره؟ فقط زامبیش به نظر من ارزش داره. اسلایدش تا خرخره میری اون سر دنیا. نگاه کن پرواز تو اینفینیتی اند بیاند بوم بوم ادوانس وارفر تور اینفینیتی وارفر تور بلک آپس 3 تور.
Like jumping over situations, but look at how quick Aiden is moving and in typical COD fashion.
مولتیش که همون اول هم گفتم مولتیش بچه خیلی شخماتیکه.
You're going to see a blend of everything.
And we're going to talk a lot about the map design and hear specifically from the designers themselves later in the show, but I think one of the things that old school Call of Duty players are
آجی بلک آپس 6 خیلی بهتر از بلک آپس 7 اصلا بلک آپس 6 بهترین کال آف دیوتی 12 سال اخیر بود. بعد با هفتش گند زدن تو بازی.
It's got a nice central area, a couple of decent POIs where you find a lot of the engagements that you're going to get. And like you mentioned, it's not
رسما بلک آپس 3 فقط گرافیکش بیشتر کردن.
Building in that balance of finding good engagements while at the same time still being able to feel like you can finesse your life and extend possible score streaks like we're seeing here for Anna.
In Call of Duty history, the maps is the most
نمیشه یه
important
دست
thing, and I
بازی
think
کنه
for these
سری بره
players, they're
زامبی.
looking at, like, do we see 3 lanes, like, you know, do we see kind of like height advantages, disadvantages, and well, even just to kind of the central drill area.
خوشش اومده داره بالا پایین پرفیل میکنه هر جا بره میتونه دریور راه بره.
And yeah, something like the Peacekeeper.
فردا چقدر هایپی؟ فردا قرار چه اتفاقی بیفته؟
long range fights, but also close range. Peacekeeper is a good one, and the Dravic has been a sub that we've been seeing quite often. FIFA just dropped.
This is quite the lobby right here. Legion, Swag on the other side, getting FIFA down, but you know that FIFA is going to bring some energy, and yeah, he's trying to bounce from wall to wall. And that's the other thing, and you'll notice as we start to see the gameplay more, I really want you guys at home to lock into it. 3 jumps is about as much as you're going to be able to pull off, but
میگه که 3 بار میتونی جامپ بزنی.
The second one feels like you're just on a little bit of a grab boot type situation, but the
حاجی یعنی تریپل جامپ وات یعنی
in this world of
درست شنیدم گفت تو میتونی 3 بار جامپ بزنی.
For the most part, Stephanie going to kind of finish off on her lobby here. And I will say,
امیرالی سوال نیاز نیست علامت تجربه درست بزنی. تو استریم نگاه بکنی بهت میده. یعنی فقط با توییچت لینک باشه. اکانت توییچ تو به اکتیویژن لینک کن. این توییچ تو هم به اکتیویژن هم پلتفرم. آخ به به ببینید کی اینجاست. ببینید کی اینجاست. من که به خاطر این اومده باشن استریم نگاه کرده باشن. بک‌گراند میگم چقدر قشنگه بچه‌ها. سافت باکس‌ها حرفه‌ای نور پردازی عالی.
And I have my very good friend Chris Puckett over there right now. What's it like on your end of the pond?
Lottie, this is an international fiesta in this room. Let me tell you, the LATAM crew, they are sniping heads. I got Portuguese being yelled at here by 9X. The Brazilians are going crazy. But I gotta say, this venue...
چقدر سر و صدا اونجا زیاده که با نویز فیلتر نویز گیت چیه نتونستن جلوش برن. چیه؟ اصلا بانو رو نمیشناسید بچه ها؟ تو تمام نمایش چی میگن مراسم کارافته حضور داره بانو. اصلا من بانو رو نبینم افسرده میشم. اصلا از نور پردازی چیز دیگه از شاید ولی اوکی. مسابقه دارن قراره چیز بدم بهشون. او بچه ها فکر کنم 3-4 ساعتی ما درگیر استریم باشیم. میگه we are in the future و زهر مار خود این گیم شوخ میکنه. ولی تو نمایشگاه قبلی این میکاپ الانش رو دوست ندارم. خیلی سنشو برده بالاتر 5-6 سال. میکاپ قبلش لولش کم بود، جوان‌تر بود.
Thank you so much as we jump back into Blackheart and back on board with T-Dog. He's feeling himself. I talked to him a little bit yesterday after they did their tech test. He's just like, I don't know what it is about this game, but I feel like I'm him.
Yeah, like it's so smooth, right? And I mean, you can see him displaying that. But one thing that I think we really
CODNEXT تورنمنت هیچ وقت نداشته. اولین بار من دارم میبینم که تو CODNEXT یه مدال دیجیتال چیز مثلا یه مدال کالاف 1 2 3 حاجی 3 بار میتونه جامپ بدین 2 بار تازه زد. حاجی خداوکیلی ناموسن کدوماتون این گیمو میخرید؟ کدومتون مولتی پلیر رو میخرید؟ من واقعا دلم زامبی رو میخواد. اصلا خیلی اعصابم داره خورد میشه نگاه
میکنم. Come through. You also have things like drone towers that are going to be placed. It's just a lot of extra flair that I think that is building upon again some of the core successes.
نگاه کن گانه فضاییه، اسنایپش فضایی تخمی تخیلیه، تو در و دیوار داری میبینی. چه لگشون این چیه؟ داره حال میکنه؟ بیا برو بابا مردی که فکر پید اکتور به خدا پول دادن که خوشحال ذوق کنن. منم اگه این هم پول بمیدادم میانم فکر میکنم واو کالاف دیوتی ایز بک مثل سوگ پولش دادن که ریاکت فکر بره.
But Alan, I'd love that you point that out. Only 3 boosts essentially-ish that you can utilize, but still going on with that stim and slaying out here around the diving bell side.
Clean.
Ooh, can we keep it going?
Let me see another one of those Gravemakers come on board. Let's stick here, Ops team, because we're seeing some gameplay right now. And I'll tell you, we're going to see some pop-off moments with the movement and almost a moment right there. Again, just a little jump, and then you find yourself near a wall. You can essentially boost yourself a little bit higher.
ربات هم چون وسط مثل سگ دستامو دارم جوی.
That's not his dog, but you don't want to pet that dog.
براش چیزی میندازی؟
With that too, kind of like some of the hybrid perks, right? Support offensive, you can gain bonus streaks, so maybe in pubs you want to do that.
Indeed the case, so that completes our
سگو بس دقیقاً نقشش چیه من نمیدونم. در رژیم نظامی میره.
Black Ops 7 map regarding, but we'll be right back. More Call of Duty coming up after the break.
AMD.
دابل جامپ یا تریپل جامپ داره بازی. 3 بار میتونی بپری. چت مراسم چی میگه؟ همش ایرانی هن. من پشمام ریخته کلشون ایرانی هن. کسایی که فقط 24 سن
Xfinity customers
get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize. To an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty challenge. سوگ کلی فوش خورده با کلی استریمرها به سوگ اصلا چیز گفتن. چیزو دیدم جیگاد دیدم جیگاد هم دعوت شده. پشمام همه رو دعوت کردن. جیگاد عشق منه.
We just had our very first look at one of our
جیگاد کسی بود که سولو اسپورت تو دنیا ابداع کرد.
But Brittany, that's just a taste. So what can we expect on launch?
نظرهای جیگاد خیلی تاثیرگذاره توی کالاف دیوتی. هر چی میگه اعمال میشه. داداش مراسم کالاف دیوتی ها هرچی هست راجب کالاف بازی جدید توی مراسم قرار نیست ببینید راجب کالاف قرار ببینید بلک آپس 7 قرار ببینید وارزون بلک آپس 7 زامبی اسمش از CODNEXT کالاف دیوتی نکست
Awesome. What
بچه فکر کردم
a
مراسم
map portfolio for launch. Now let's take a closer look at these launch maps.
Yeah, we got Colossus.
داخل کالاف موبایل اسپین گوست میده ایرانی ها هم ریختن تا دیگه بگیرن جدی بگو چقدر همه چت ایرانی هن.
Japanese castle that's been taken over by 2035 technology. Also a lot of fun with some wall jumps on the roofs there on the side.
And of course we've got Express, one of our favorites. Watch out for that train. We're now in Japan, so it's looking really cool. Hijacked, another one now set in the Tokyo Bay. So fast, frenetic, classic.
کی مپ هایجک یادش نمیاد. بچه این مپ میدونم من یادش انداخت یه مپ هالووین کالاف دیوتی گوست که مایکل سایرس بود کی بود اومده بود دقیقاً نورش تمش فضاش همه چیش اینا.
Paranoia, this map's amazing. You talk about Black Ops, we're leaning into the mind bending. We're in David Mason's mind and you need to escape the nightmare here, which is a lot of fun. Looks great, plays super frenetic.
And we got Raid. It's beautiful.
ردم که مپ معروف بلک آپس.
Our iconic competitive favorite map is
مپای آیکونیک رو برگردونن.
So excited. This is a lot of fun retrieval.
این مپ دوست دارم مپ چیزه. ولی خب من که مورتر خوشم نمیاد ولی مپاش قشنگه. مپاش قشنگه.
Track some players through that.
That's right. And Scars next.
حالا تو طراحی مپ واقعا حرف
smasher where this town's been taken over by technology. Collateral damage. Flagship is an awesome another callback. USS Obama from BO2 now being decommissioned. Fight through it. Sparks are falling on you. Robots around you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of variety too, but with beta this week, you know, we need to take a look at what we're playing. We need the tips from you guys, so let's take a look at the maps coming to beta.
Yeah, we've got 6 multiplayer maps
خودو باید کجا
available
بزنیم
in the
داخل
beta. All that you're
پلتفرمی
going
که
to
بازی
see
می‌کنی دیگه
today.
پلی استیشنی نمیدونم به همون که وصل می‌کنی به تویچت.
Yeah, it's really exciting. The first up is Cortex. So, human testing site. People in tubes are going to fight around, use it as cover. Very frenetic, very fun. Lots of cool overwatches.
چرا ویور کانت کیک برام باگ خورده
Blackheart, which you've seen, of course, this Avalon offshore oil rig. Ties to the campaign. It's got a rotating center. Some really unique wall jump opportunities.
Careful with the wall jump.
Forge here. We've R&D facility, cutting edge technology on display, and you've got some cool dynamic cover in the middle here. Exposure set in Australia. We've got some really vibrant colors, some cool wall jump opportunities up in that rotating container.
احتمالاً استریمش نکن. فردا من احتمالاً واسه رکورد گوست بشه. بس ساعت 7 بزنم چون که میخوام تمرکز کامل رو داستان داشته باشم اونجوری حواسم به چت پرت بشه. مگر که فردا چت ندید. اگه چت قول میدید چت ندید من استریم میخوام ساعت کنیم. چون من میخوام با تمرکز کامل گوست آفیوته رو چیز کنم.
Crash site in the center, some really cool jumping in the center. Really awesome landmarks.
Pretty awesome landmarks. Everything looks fantastic.
میشه از مولتی پلیر بکشی بیرون.
All the landmarks, and I've played a few. They are very, very fun. Beautiful stuff. Let's talk about how they play, though. I mean, how did you guys come to, you know, the approach for designing these maps?
Yeah, so we've got our
فقط به خاطر زامبی اومدم
بچه‌ها. Clear definition.
این داره حالت تهوع بهم دست
میده. And really controlling those lines of sight. You can also see all of those
زامبیش بود فقط ذوق تو صورت من قرار
ببینید. You can get to traverse places faster without mantling, getting some really cool power positions.
نه داشت بتل فیشش
There's a few must jumps that we use sparingly, but
a must jump you said.
A must jump. We really wanted to make it look like anything that feels like you can jump on it, you can. So have some intuitive.
Yeah, and I've worked on every single Black Ops, and when you talk about the classic feel, like Brittany talked about, these maps have it across the board. Of course, they're bringing something new with Black Ops 7.
چرا استریم میکنم ولی ساعت 1:30 شب رو نمیدونم چون میخوام تمرکزم رو داستان بازی باشه ممکنه حواسم پرت شه.
But we got some new ones now.
I also know you said it before, but the landmarks, like I know Brittany is a shot caller, so I know those call outs are going to be on point. But Miles, visually we have a ton of variety in terms of settings, in terms of looks. You know, how did you guys think about that?
Yeah, for us at the portfolio level, we wanted to make sure we had that variety. That's what Black Ops is. You're globe-trotting, you're going everywhere. We're in Avalon, we're in Alaska, we're going to Japan, deep into it. We're going into the mind. Only the things Black Ops could do, we're delivering that. Lots of unique gameplay, as you saw, lots of unique visuals, and all the landmarks.
And we got more gameplay to get to. Casters, over to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Shift back with Dream Crazy again. And as you see behind us, everyone's locked in. We couldn't even bother to try to talk to anybody. They're all locked into their streams, ready to go. And we're going to take a look at our second map here coming up. The Forge, as you heard, research and design base, but the real interesting thing about it is the dynamic center. The walls rotating around and pivoting, making that a very interesting battleground as we raise up into the Forge.
The Forge, and also two wings connected by color hallways. It's just a lot of variety.
پلتفرم
You'd love to see a bright and colorful map shift, but those walls again for every single map.
حاجی میخواد یک ساعت فقط مولتی بذاره، یک ساعت هم زامبی بذاره، یک ساعت هم بره چیز بذاره، بتل رویال بذاره.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Well, we'll take a look at it. This is another one of those maps, and Brittany had talked about this. Taking the ability of wall jumping to stop yourself from mantling and getting to those higher grounds faster. I will say this is one of the maps that I got a chance to play yesterday, and I did feel the benefit of bouncing off of things to
آره شنیدم ای عربستان خرید چیز عربستان یه رو خرید
to try to get you into the fight a little bit
عمل
faster.
قلب
Mixed with dexterity, your ability to try to zero in and center up a little bit faster too, really does make that elevation and that high ground battle a little bit more, I would say, feasible for those that find themselves on the low ground battling against it.
I love that you say that because it really just tests the player to, like, you know, kind of, you know, do you want to cover, you know,
احتمالا همون مپا رو میخواد نشون بده بعد بره سر وقت زامبی بعدش هم میره سر وقت
وارزون. You can see here pros just utilizing again that M8A1 and for AR players.
کدای اینجا رو ول کن، کدای اینجا رو من همزمان نشد. اون کدی که تو خود دیدن استریم بهت میده رو باید وارد کنی. اینا رو سریع مردم وارد میکنن.
I think the other thing that's really interesting, and I did see kind of looking over the shoulder TP yesterday when he was doing his test.
بچه عمو محمود کیه تو کامیونیتی کالاف که اینا همه دارن مثل عمو محمود گفته بیاین نگاه کنید.
You're just barely over a piece of that center kind of obstacle terrain, but your ability to bounce kind of eliminates the power position of the lower ground kind of medium ground headies, because you can just bounce up over, get a better look at the player behind that cover, and actually take an advantageous gunfight. So it's, again, just really interesting to see some of our more experienced players try to utilize that mechanic to make fights that feel, you know, inadvantageous a little bit more neutral.
Love that. They is Samir too utilizing
والا من که اصلا هیچ ریاکشنی به مولتیش ندارم.
Scout Pulse got a little information there, but hey, shout out to Elgato, share the wins, the official creator gear for Call of Duty. Next, thank you so much for supplying us with all of your gear.
And this is one map I will say you kind of see a couple of players will, you know, re-identify the usage of doors, which is something that the devs have really kind of put a lot of focus into. The more automatic style, something we saw a lot of more like Black Ops 4, things of that nature, where you don't just get those single doors that you have to pop and burst open. Now you've got these more automatic style doors that you can shoot for a longer line of sight than you may normally expect by looking at the different of interests. And that's another one of those things. Again, you continue to build on what's been there and where the game continues to mold and morph as you move forward.
خودم بگم امیرعلی جون آره عزیزم میتونی بگید بچه‌ای که تو تویش هستید براتون داده دراپ لیول زده یا نه اگه زده بهم بگید بدونم یکی گفت زده بود
automatically kind of opening up for you as you walk upon them, but here
آقا من ضعف زدم یه چیزی بیارم
obviously Samir kind of controlling this lobby observation area, but being very comfortable, full streak out, and also just kind of flying around the map with these specialists. We'd love to see him. He's utilizing the Enforcer specialist, just allowing extra health regen and also movement speed.
Another thing that, you know, kind of I want to just turn your attention to as an audience member, those that are, you know, more familiar and kind of got Omni movement underneath their belt a little bit faster, you'll notice that there is a bit of that buttery slide movement that I was about to say. Like, we're used to seeing it from just a static jump into slide. You can get that same momentum little boost off of a wall jump. So, you know, that's another opportunity to kind of build on the movement that's already existed. And if you're looking to dominate every game, make sure you check out Origin, the official gaming PC and gaming laptop for Call of Duty. Whether you're at home or on the road, check out Origin to keep yourself in there, gaming, grinding, gunning.
You know, he's not even using his streaks. He just wants to, at this point, maybe get a nuke. Well, Samir, you know, he's a competitor, plays in World Series of Warzone, and look at him now, just continuing on, going, and you can see too, every kill he gets on the right-hand side, quick regen, tech, sprint speed, movement speed, getting those indicators, letting him know he still has his perks.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things too, that the indication of like the UI, it continues to grow. I noticed this yesterday, you know, you start to see like the who is targeting you, who did damage to you. a little bit of a boost now because you also see what you've been affected by, whether it's a UAV or a recon pulse. It's just really cool. There's no shortage of information on the game. So whether you're somebody who has experienced a Call of Duty or looking to jump back into it or play it for the first time, you're never really amiss from knowing what's happening on the map. Almost a turn on for Deus Amir, which would have gotten SMG players across the world giddy, but not quite there. And he'll jump back over to the M8, try to get that burst weapon online.
That's where maybe how do you take him down, someone who has Enforcer? Maybe that, and I love that you mentioned that Call of Duty is so good for like countering, streaks, perks, countering equipment, and we love to see that. So maybe utilizing, for us, if you're the enemy team, right, like maybe recon, right, you can see when you spawn up, you can see, the direction of where players are coming from.
Yep.
Utilizing other perks, classes to counter a player like this that you just literally flying around the map.
Well, we got a little bit of a comeback effort here from Amir's team. Up and over, another look at how you can utilize the movement to break cameras and give yourself an advantage in a gunfight you might not expect. And Amir's happy to exclaim about that feeling. Difficult battle again in that modular middle center. As we take a look at Drop, another partner of Call of Duty Next. Customize your typing, the official keycaps for Call of Duty. If you're looking to customize your keyboard, look no further than Drop.
All right. Affected by tracker, ADS, auto ping. So you can kind of see, again, a little bit more of that recon.
کی گفته اکتیویژن تحریم کرده کد نمیفرسته؟ همچه خبری اصلا شاید از کی هم چیزی رو گفته اکتیویژن کد نمیفرسته؟ اصلا کی تحریم کرده؟ اصلا خبری مبنا بر تحریم شدن اکتیویژن، تحریم شدن ایران توسط اکتیویژن، من هم چیزی رو تا نشیدم. منبعت کجاست آیه سجاد؟ من هم چیزی رو نشیدم. یکی الان داره میگه براش فرست مشکل از تو داشت، اصلا امکان ناپذیره.
Interesting map, I think, again, just to kind of highlight and showcase. Whoa! What's happening over here? Oh, we can't.
اینا رو آجی what the fuck؟
This is not tactical play
دارن
here.
تیبگ میرن.
Oh, okay, there it is. We'll finish off on the body shield, still a part of Call of Duty. I know that was one of those things that we saw a lot of comedy in as it was incepted the last couple of years, and Amir is happy to say, shut your mouth. I'm at the top of the leaderboard. The game's looking incredible. Players are loving it, but let's take a look to see exactly how much the players are liking it. As we throw things down to Lottie from
داره میگه گیم خوبه، پلیرها دوستش دارن. خفش کی دوست داره کال آف دیوتی بلک آپس اف مولتی پلیرتون به این شوخماتیکی؟ من فقط به خاطر زامبیش اومدم اینجا نشستم.
I have to ask you though.
آیدن این؟
Coming into CODNEXT, I have to ask, what is your favorite
چرا
map
شبیه
so
آیدنه؟
far?
ببخشید میگم آیدن. آیدین ران، آیدین باس.
I like the Japanese vibe. I haven't been to Japan yet, so it's the closest thing I've
Herman
gotten
Miller
so
Gaming.
far. It's very
شبیه آیدین باس، آیدین باس، آیدین باس. همون که با اندروتیت بود. خیلی شبیه اون بود بچه‌ها.
All right, love to hear that. Now, we have a room filled with epic creators, of course.
چطوری
one being
مد باشید؟
yourself.
خوش
But if
اومدید.
you had to 1v1 everyone in this room,
حاجی دقیقاً نگاه کن. واسه لحظه.
would you come out on top if you 1v1 everyone in this room?
قشنگ قیافش مشخص ناامید و افسرده است. اصلا انگار به زور ورش داشتن، من با پول آوردنش نشوندنش اینجا. اصلا هیچ علاقه به پلی دادن مولتی پلیر بلک آپس نداره، مجبوره.
Really? He's got the gunny like that? That's not a friendship thing.
Sorry?
That's not a friendship thing, huh?
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. And how? He's just really good. I'd love to hear that. How are you finding Black Ops 7 so far? Are you loving it?
میگه خوشت میاد بلک آپس؟
Yeah, I am loving it. I'm not sure we're
دروغ میگه.
showed us a lot of cool stuff that I think everyone should be
مثل سگ داره دروغ میگه. قیافشو نگاه کن. نگاه کن قشنگ گو خوردم خاصه تو چشاش گفت وقتی که آمو گفت آخه این اصلا معلومه داره چرت و پرت میگه. قشنگ داره فکر میکنه که چی بگه که اینا پول ازش پس نگیرن.
The M8's a ton of fun to use, right?
والا
Back to the game, back to the lab. Thank you very much, Zin. That has been your from.
قیافش معلومه داره به زور گفتم گو خوشم میاد.
Zinni doing maybe a little bit of a little green wall service right there, but it does look like they're enjoying the game. And I will say again, talking to players of all sorts and kinds, they are really loving it. And by the way, every single player here at CODNEXT are currently sitting, or should I say lounging, in Herman Miller chairs. Herman Miller is proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty Next. And Ellen, you got to about the sweepstakes.
I mean, yes, you at home can enter for a chance to win custom Herman Miller chairs by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and using the hashtags on your screen. Go get yourself into one of them. They are comfortable, but we're going to go to a short break. But when we return, Black Ops 7 action.
به خدایش که مهم نیست براش مولتیپلیئر، اینقدر جو میدیم میگه که بلاک آپس فلانه. حاجی برای ستاپ هایی که چیندن خیلی گاده حاجی، سیستمای خفن، سیستمای گاد.
Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty.
اسکاف حاجی چقدر اسپانسر داره.
Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition.
واقعا اینا چجوری با وجود چیز اومدن اسپانسر کالاف بشن، با وجودی که کالاف الان گند زده چجوری روش اومده. دراپ هم اسپانسرشه. پشمان.
Unleash the beast with
مانستر که همیشه اسپانسرش بوده. خیلی اسپانسر داره دهن سرویس.
I'm here with Pablo, senior game designer here at Treyarch. So we're going to be talking about weapons today. I don't know where we even start. What have you got in store this year for us with Black Ops 7?
The big focus for us this year is just weapon variety. Most of them are brand new to the franchise, which is really exciting. And
دیگه بزرگترین تمرکز ما روی سیستم چیدمان گان و گانا و ایناست.
Launch portfolio because of that. I think like one great example would be
اصلا دارم میگم ما هیچ نداریم را بدیم رو گانا تمرکز میکنیم.
A pump action but it's got a twist.
بلاج زامبیش مطمئن باش زامبیش میتره کنه. من زامبیش رو میخوام
can fire and release and land some of those mid-range shots with a little bit more accuracy. And then obviously heard a lot about classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning. Peacekeeper and M8A1
چی داری میخوری؟ میومدم دارم میخوام شیربادم کاکائو استویا.
The Peacekeeper blurs the lines between AR and SMG, and the M8A1 obviously has its 4-round burst. Still extremely lethal. And now with Gunsmith, you can kind of build it in different ways too, which is really exciting.
It sounds like there's lots of variety, and variety seems to be this word that we
قشنگ قیافی رو
Black Ops 7.
آره یه $1000 دیگه اضافه کن. یه لبخندم برات بزنم.
Really helped us kind of push the gameplay in a lot of creative and unique ways. And obviously the weapons look amazing as well. You know, the aesthetic is really cool, very sleek and tech, but still grounded. You know, the way we balance weapons, to kind of push the characteristics of each weapon to further extremes and still find creative ways to balance that and keep them in check.
Can we talk about Gunsmith? Are there any big changes there?
We've seen a lot of feedback from players that they want more build variety. And we're targeting that in a few different ways. At the core, though, we're making sure that you can modify some of the key stats that
کالاف رو وصل کنی به تویچت و همونطور پلتفرمی که روش گیم بازی می‌کنی اونم وصل کنی به تویچت. بعد استریم رو کنی به دراپ میده.
Just a good balanced build. There's going to be different ways of achieving that.
That's the game now. What can we expect post-launch?
We want to keep this momentum going into post-launch. So on the weapons front, more iconic, classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning, but a lot of attention to bringing more brand new weapons to the franchise as well. On the attachment side, we're really excited for the return of attachment rewards and weekly challenges. And most of those are going to be for a specific weapon. They're going to totally change the way you play with that weapon, sometimes in absolutely wild ways that no one I think will expect. But then we're also making sure to bring global attachments each season that are going to be able to go on most, if not all, weapons in the game.
Pablo, there seems to be a lot to get through once we get our hands on BO7. Thank you so much.
چقدر صداش خفنه.
Let's dive in.
Can't wait.
حاجی چقدر صداش سکسیه این مرده. پشمام.
Thank you, Miles. That was Pablo Ortiz talking weapons. As we just saw, there are so many ways to customize your playstyle in Black Ops 7. We're back with Matt and Yale, but guys, hold on. We've talked weapons, but let's take a look for ourselves.
Pablo already walked us through some of these weapons, but Yale, we're in the armory now.
What are you
most looking forward to playing with in the beta?
There's so many great guns, but for me, probably the Dravik 45.
That's mine. That's my pick.
We had a bunch of pros out, and they all played, and they definitely gravitated towards that one. It kind of validated one of my favorite weapons. The M10 Breacher is awesome if you're rolling shotguns. Also just the weapon prestige system, all the attachment stuff that we're doing, prestige attachments, just so many ways to customize. It's great.
Yeah, and speaking of what's coming to beta, Matt, let's talk about Overclock. This is a massive innovation coming to multiplayer in Black Ops 7. How's it all going to work?
So overclocks we're very excited about, and it really all came back to how do we let players tailor towards their playstyle a bit more, give them more agency. So with overclocks, every piece of content throughout lethals, tacticals, field upgrades, and score streaks, you will eventually unlock 2 overclocks. Those are modifications to those things, which you can then apply one of those overclocks of your choosing. It adds a ton of depth to your loadout, and that's what we're really trying to do in Black Ops 7.
Yeah, like bonuses, getting those bonuses.
Bonuses,
on
yeah, stat bonuses, functionality changes, some really fun stuff there.
Some of them are crazy and awesome.
هر کدوم از لتال تاکتیکالا رو که بذاری میتونی واسهشون انتخاب بکنی که چه کار برات بکنه. مثلا خود سرعت رو بیشتر بکنه، چه میدونم افکت‌ها رو ریموو بکنه، فارغ چه باحال. میتونی کاستومایز کنی اینو.
Yeah,
بهش
like
پرک
even
بدی،
things, you
چه
know, maybe
باحال.
undersung, you get to that extra
little ways to
extra
tweak it.
buff.
It's just nice that it's everywhere. Experience really matters, and you unlock.
It feels like every single thing I'm playing with in this game has almost got its own progression system. It's so impressive, and yeah, I can't wait to play with Camo, with smoke grenades. They've got different versions now. And
میتونی انتخاب بکنی مثلا پلیرها رو بزنی، مثلا میتونی انتخاب بکنی جلوی گرنیدار بگیره.
Do you have a favorite overclock?
I don't have a single favorite. Yell just mentioned the stem. You mentioned the stem. It is fun because you get to go back to kind of some familiar stuff. If I had to pick one, it's got to be the dog.
فکر تو وارزونش بیارم
And
بچه‌ها.
when he's on my
احتمالاً تو
team,
وارزونش هم
he's a
بیارم.
very good boy.
If he's not on your team,
He's a bad boy.
he's actually
What?
I have a little bit of a surprise for you.
You never said he was
چقدر برگامون قشنگ تهیه کردن.
Unfortunately, he's
این واقعیه.
he's being a very good boy right now.
Which
پشمام.
He's got the sentry mode overclock. So he's gonna hunker down a little bit.
And he did confirm.
Yep, you can't fit
حاجی ارو واقعیت برداشتم بردم
Yeah, I'll go
دیگه.
ahead and tell you. To be able to pet the dog, you have to have the sentry mode overclock.
Oh, bonus,
So,
bonus.
You've unlocked that one, and you've applied it.
Nice.
واقعیش ساخته یارو واقعی بردن مسئله اینه. میگه آجا میری برو کپچر کنی.
Go get him.
Go get him, boy.
Go get him.
میگه برو بگیره.
Go get him, boy. Go keep my spree going.
Oh my gosh,
we love
he's
him.
been
We
the
love
star
him.
of the
We love
show at Next, but I will say he runs quickly, and so be prepared for that.
واقعا چقدر این پیشرفت کرده.
DAWG.
Yes.
Dog.
Don't get it wrong.
Dog.
It's a dog.
Something we're also really excited about is the specialist wild card. Now, this is not going to be
نگرانی
beta,
تو
but it
صورت
is
رو
gonna
نگاه
launch.
کن.
Tell us about it.
صورتش که نگرانی خاصی داره.
A Black Ops game has ever had
همشون حاجی افسرده.
Because it is a Black Ops game, we love our wild cards.
Yeah, we do.
So if
اینا
you
به
give up
زور
your
دارن با
score
هم دیگه حرف
streaks,
بزنن
which
که
some
مثلا
of us,
نشون خیلی
you know,
مثلا
I
خفن
know
رو بگیمشون.
we've talked, Stephanie, you have some difficulties attaining score streaks sometimes.
Don't you?
You said it. Your words, not mine. But
There's
if you are one of those,
that, okay?
yeah, there are perks for that.
That's
So if
دلشون
you
تموم
take
بشه
the
من
wild
برم.
card, you will be able to pick 3 additional perks. So for a total of 6, you earn those 3 additional ones at 200, 400, and 600 score. And then if you are good enough, which we all are, at 1200 score, at 1200 score, you will earn all of the perks in the game. Except for tax sprint, we got some feedback. We've heard a lot of feedback already. We're quick to adjust. So you will earn every perk in the game minus tax sprint if you get
Awesome.
at 1200 score.
Damn. Real super soldier vibes.
Gonna be very fun.
I can't wait, cannot wait. Well, also last week I got to stop by Treyarch and get all the intel on some of the innovations coming to player customization. Let's take a look. I'm here with Alvin, lead game designer at Treyarch here on Black Ops 7. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I'm very excited to see how I can customize my playstyle, which feels like more than ever in
آجی ولی کار ندارم این ریشوه صداش خیلی خوبه. اصلا صدای بریتانیای اصیل داره.
More interesting choices and meaningful choices that adjust.
کالافی داشتی به درد همین ربات میخوری. من اصلا گیم نساده واقعا.
Over time as you use a piece of equipment or a field upgrade or a score streak, eventually you'll
ولی با این
unlock 2
چیزا
and then you
باعث
can
نمیشه
choose one of them to equip.
من برم
So it
سمت
gives you
مولتیپلر
options maybe based on a mode you
اصلا
want
به
to use
هیچ
this, but based on
عنوان.
different mode you want to use that. One of my favorite examples is the new dog score streak. As an overclock that adds a sentry.
ولی حاجی خدا وکیلی کپی پیستشو آوردن تو بازی ساختن در سرویسو. خیلی خوب درش آوردن. خیلی.
3 perks of the same type gives me a bonus, which was great. I had a lot of fun.
هر تعریفی که از گیم میکنن $1000 میاد تو جیبش. وای فقط قیافه یاروه.
You know, players seem to like the limiting. Hybrid combat specialties in Black Ops 7, you can experiment with play styles, and you can mix and match. So as an example, say you like offensive and stealth perks. Now you can equip any mixture of those. Boom, you're going to get a cool new hybrid bonus tied to those things.
Staying on perks, there is a big addition to the game for the first time in Black Ops history. What is the specialist wildcard?
We were just talking about perks.
تو یوتیوب کارافتی بهتره ولی یوتیوب من نمیده. من فقط تو توییچ میده.
And what this lets you do is earn extra perks instead of your score.
حاجی خیلی چه پرت دارن میگن. یه پرکی میخواد تعریف کنید دیگه.
And then you earn those on score. And then eventually if you earn enough score, you can get all the perks.
Thank you so much. There is so many choices to be made now as a player. My playstyle, truly, I'm going to go deep in that beta. I cannot wait, mate.
Really exciting. See you in the beta.
Thanks, Alvin. Back to the guys at Next.
Shift back with Dream Crazy. So awesome to hear what's new for loadouts, whether you're looking at it from a level of perks, weapons, specialists, utility. Everyone feels like there's a level of customizing it to your play style.
Yeah, there's so much to look at, Shift. I just can't wait to get my hands on it, but just kind of just having that ability to use the overclock feature to extend the life of some of the streaks, and of course, looking at all of this on these beautiful maps in this interactive space here, coming up on Hardpoint on Toshin. Method said it was his favorite map, Shift, so let's see if he's gonna pop up on this one, but those ARs, they've been pretty dominant here today.
I know all you Ranked Warriors, CDL fans just inched a little bit further forward in your seat to see how exactly Hardpoint will play. And we're taking a look at least at Barca Gamer for right now, and their team is dominating, so he's just going to hang out, try to get some of the sniper gameplay going through here. So with this, I will say I played Toshin yesterday.
بابا هنوز مولتی پلیر رو داره نشون میده. چقدر میخواد مولتی رو نشون بده این؟
I think this map is going to be viable. It feels super awesome. The points are dynamic. They feel like they're really balanced in terms of location, position,
یک ساعت
how you spawn around them, how spawns move. Everything feels really, really solid. I'm glad we're getting our first taste of Hardpoint on this map.
And on Toshin too, we've been
47 دقیقه گذشته فقط داره مولتی پلیر
play coming into action, which is a very you know, feasible weapon here. But around the alleyway, Aiden does get sniped by one, and I love this map on Toshin. It's a lot of mixed spacing that we see here too.
تا 2 سال آینده، حداقل تا 2 سال آینده گیم دست بتلفیلده، چون الان تقریبا تا 1 سالش که فقط در بلک آپس 7 شهماتی دیگه، مگر که مدرن وارفر 4 بیاد باز یه خورده چیز میشه، یه ذره کامیتو دوباره پخش میشه. ولی خب بتلفیلد هم وای نمیسه نگاه کنه ها تا اون موقع، ولی تا 1 سال دیگه همه بچا بتلفیلد. من فقط زامبیشو میخوام کانتنتمو درست بکنم، متاسفانه خب هرچی پول داشتم دادم واسه خرید سی پی یو، واسه ارتقاء استریم مجبور شدم دیگه چیزی واسه خیلی کالاف ندارم.
Getting in this game thanks to how the omni movement can be combined with the wall jumping.
Yes, in the park and like market areas, you see those windows which do promote a lot of you know, upper level fights, and then you know, lower level they still you can have submachine guns go at it on the ground level. So those ARs, as you'd mentioned, getting set up into those power positions. We see Aiding kind of cleaning up the rest of this hill time. He does fall to a nade.
ما اینطور بود ریپلای کرده بودی. آره جوابت دادم تو اینستاگرام. داشت دمت هم گرم.
You could basically use that as
عشق داشت خودت زحمت ننداز. من نمیخوام کنم کسی تو زحمت بندازم. یه نری ظرفیت توی کالاف بلک آپس هفت برام من بخری. دمت گرم. اصلا من راضی نیستم خودت تو زحمت بندازی. اصلا به هیچ وجه. دمت گرم. مرسی از خوشقلبی داشت. دورت میگم. دمت گرم.
Just the lobby in general. As you're seeing, the UAV reveals are coming through right now for Aiden with a Rhino in play. So in terms of a possible comeback, this is looking pretty decent, going from 1 to 2 pretty smoothly and having an idea of where the spawns are going to be slowing down the OBJ.
Well, Herman Miller Gaming is a proud to be
حاجی قیافه آیدن مشخصه داره انش میگیره از بازی نگاه کن. داشت بالا کمون بالا بیاره.
Chairs are elite.
Absolutely.
Absolutely elite.
اصلا آیدن هر وقت جیمی رو حال کنه قیافش با این فرق
میکنه. I think the other thing that we talked about a lot, you know, with the players yesterday, the creators yesterday, with how different the maps look aesthetically,
یا ابلفز این چه شخماتیه
to very visibly see your opponents.
حاجی من هر چی از چرت و پرت این بگم کم بود.
The map design philosophy and kind of experiencing a futuristic or near futuristic atmosphere while still trying to make it feel immersive. And she was very specific at talking about, we want to be able to really see the different sight lines that a player can have. We don't want to really clutter things with too much high ground, too many windows, too much stuff that's on the ground around you. Enough to make it feel dynamic, dynamic and you have options in terms of what you play through, but not too much to where you feel like you can't see your opponents as Aiden is tracking everything right now.
But those, I love that you point that out because the derailment structures, right? As Aiden was shooting at an opponent, you could see those broken structures really do work as vantage points for cover. So Brittany, yeah, it's a great job at just kind of like mixing the two. And with the vertical sight, the vantage points all around these alleyways, there's just so many ways you can cover too, as well as those open mixed areas.
Yeah, I think that the other thing is, you know, a lot of these maps, when we look at 3-lane based maps, which again, there is an inspiration towards a lot of this. And as we get equipped for precision, Hamilton is entering the Call of Duty franchise space, the special edition khaki field automatic. I will say we had some time to talk to the Hamilton representatives, and wow, it's cool. I actually have the watch on right now that was used in Interstellar, the Murph watch. Very clean, very comfortable, so make sure you check out Hamilton for that limited edition if you're looking to up your wrist game. But getting back to the point, you know, again, you've got these central POIs.
اسکین رایگان کجا میده؟ اسکین رایگان تو چنل خود کالاف دیوتی لایوش یا چنل توییچ من. ترجیحاً دوتا رو باز بذار. بعد باید باید اکانت توییچ تو به کالاف دیوتی و پلتفرم روش گیم بازی می‌کنی وصل کنی. بعد به تو توییچ کالاف دیوتی اونجا نگاه بکنی استریم تو توییچ هم نگاه بکنی بهت میده. حالا اونجا علامت دراپ هم بزنی احتمالاً به شانس بده بیشتره. ولی بچه‌ها گفتن که استریم هم بهشون داره میده. گیم کی میاد؟ گیم آبان ماه میاد برای کاپس ولی بتاش پس فردا میاد. بزنم تاریخ دقیقه شد.
Looking clean. Now off the spawn. Are we going to see a quad creep come on and give it to us? Almost
کال آف دیوتی بلک اپس 7 23 آبان ماه میاد. بتاش هم پس فردا میاد. به مدت یه هفته و نیم میتونیم بازی بکنیم. و الان کداش داره میده.
But yes we do, MZ. We take those.
Definitely some nice shots there. Almost through the wall, but we saw a little bit that earlier.
Here we go. A little camo action.
امیرعلی سلام، دمت گرم. 3 ماه پیش کمکم کردی که چنلم رو بزنم و خجالت نکشم و الان ویدیوام دارن هزار تا ویو میخورن. داداش ایول، دمت گرم و مشتی. برو بریم. اشتالا که این 1000 تا بشه 100,000 تا. گفتم به گفتم به شروع کن به یه جایی میرسی. اینقدر فکر نکن. دیدی بهت گفتم. دیدی نداشت.
Caesars. If you're feeling hungry while checking out Call of Duty Next, feel free to get on in there. As we continue on with the coverage for today, everyone is talking about the new dog.
مرسی از داوری توضیحات از آقای MFJK DJ DSTJ RK.
As we sat down to dog for a pep talk.
که جیغ زد.
What's up, everybody? This is Little Caesar's Pep Talk with the side of Black Ops Intel. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, joined by a very special guest. We got T-Dog Smitty, and T-Dog Smitty, I have a special present for you. You hungry?
I am so hungry.
Let's eat, my friend. Bring him in. It wouldn't be a Black Ops without a robo delivery service. It's launch week, it's reveal week. What's the content strategy?
Get as much content as humanly possible. First, we want to look at the maps. Black Ops 2 guns are back.
What's going to be new in this game you're pumped for? Weapons, I saw the camos are kind of nuts here.
The best thing they're doing this year is it's any mode you want. So campaign, zombies, Warzone, multiplayer, you name it, they got it.
Give me the day one. I need to get to Prestige as fast as possible. Loadout. What are you running?
Holy moly. The M8 felt really, really good when I used it. The Peacekeeper felt great.
If you're
honestly, right now, they're all pretty good.
For anyone who wants to become a Call of Duty creator, what pro tips do you have for us?
Don't just go live for 4 hours, mindlessly doing random stuff. Have a strategy.
This is the Little Caesars Pep Talk. Where can I find more content from T-Dog Smitty?
YouTube.com/TDogSmitty.
For all of you at home, it is time to open the Little Caesars app, accept the Call of Duty challenge, complete it, and you could win Black Ops 7. Yeah, a free copy. And you are also entered for a chance to squad up with George Kittle, maybe T-Dog Smitty. Number 85, Little Caesars Call of Duty. Does it get better than that? I didn't think so.
به قیافش میخوره اون نمیشه رژیمی باشه نخوره دست
love that dog. By the way, our creators are rocking Corsair peripherals throughout the venue, so you at home can enter for a chance to win the peripherals bundle by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and use the hashtag below.
چتش کلا کامیونیتی ایرانی‌ها ریختن تو کالا همشون موبایل بازن چه بوسی میفرسته قیافه رو فیفا شیل رنگ چش کالاف رنگ چش وارزون بود ندونم رنگ چنده
every game on a big screen TCL QD Mini LED TV with 144 Hz native refresh rate and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Operators, get ready to ride the special edition Polaris Razor Pro R and Sportsman XP 1000 vehicles, dropping soon into Call of Duty Warzone. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge.
Little Caesars بچه همه چیز پیتزا نیست شرکت
And complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize.
اگه واسه تبریک ویدیو یوتیوب میذاریم
Activision Studio.
دل خوشی ولی خب در کل میتونی ازش درآمد خوبی هم در بیاری.
Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty challenge.
نه اون اساس سنت مشکل نیست به نظرم اساس سن ربطی به سن نداره عزیزم راحت باش.
Welcome back, Black Ops 7 multiplayer.
چقدر تبلیغ این ربات‌ها رو دارن میکنن من نمیدونم. چیز پولیشو گذاشت رو داداش خیرات میدی پولاتو. چه دافایی هم کنارش.
So firstly, welcome to the owning room. Secondly, tell us more.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have classic Prestige in Black Ops 7. We have a new journey. Excited to share more about the updates coming to Prestige Master and the icons and things like that as we get closer to launch. But our big story with Prestige in Black Ops 7 is the return of Weapon Prestige. And we're really doing for Weapon Prestige in BO7 what we did for Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6. And that's bring back a fan-favorite progression system in a way that feels faithful to the way it used to work, but also bigger and better than ever.
So Weapon Prestige is bringing a deeper journey for players with their favorite weapons. Lawrence, tell us how this is going to work.
Yeah, so reach max weapon level, you're going to have the choice to enter Weapon Prestige. Doing so will automatically unlock a unique prestige attachment that each weapon in the game has. And these are chunky, build-changing attachments that really change the way those guns play. You're also going to unlock a camo, and the weapon prestige system is packed with camos. Some of which are remastered Black Ops 2 camos. So, you may see some fan favorite camos on the screen here. You know we had to do graffiti camo.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's so many.
Oh, it's great.
Charms, camos, attachments, prestige has got it all going on. But Lawrence, it feels like Black Ops 7
Oh yeah, we're going big with camos. So we have our core camo grind. We have camos in Prestige. We're going to have camos in our live seasons. So weekly challenges. We'll have 2 camos per season, an animated camo to chase for completing that system. We're going to have camos in our seasonal events. And I mean, we're going big with camos. There's a redacted camo.
We heard people like camos.
The jacket don't lie.
The
jacket don't lie.
Yeah, he came prepared. Like, we
من کلا بلک آپس به خاطر زامبی و کمواش کلا بازی میکنم نه موردش دوست دارم نه هیچ بخش دیگه.
All right, I know we all love the camos. Matt, what's your favorite one?
I mean, so Lawrence mentioned we've got some remasters, some reimagines. I worked on Black Ops 2. One of my favorites. It does relate to a
بچه ها ویور کانت درست شد
الان
دیگه هم کیکو میزنه هم میتونم هم توش الان ویور کانت کیک هم درست شد
Subtle, but we took it. So hey, I'm gonna go with bacon. Bacon camo.
And it's never looked better.
It's sizzling in this game.
It sizzles. It's greasy.
الان بعدش میخوام برن بیلد وپن بلک آپس مود لاگ گیم پلی
The best part is if you make something awesome you can now share it with your friends.
این ربات‌ها رو با هوش مصنوعی خیلی وزنش مشخصه دیگه قشنگ کل تبلیغش ربات‌ها دارن همه جا تبلیغ میکنن.
We've finally been able to do it with Black Ops 7. You can send a build you've created directly to a friend. You can grab a build from the kill cam. So if someone's got your number in a match and you're like, man, what's that guy using?
میدونی دلیل اینکه کالاف داره هیت میگیره سر چیه؟ به خاطر که تو زمان نامناسب داره یه گیم خفنی رو میده. اگه این گیم رو 10 سال دیگه بده مطمئن باش کلی طرفدار داره. ولی الان هنوز مردم آماده رباتیک بودن و آینده طور بودن نیستن. یه چقدر سر بلک آپس 3 و سر ادوانس وارفر و سر اینفینیتی وارفر هیت گرفته.
I'm gonna join my pro friends and be like, what's the build? They're like, here it is, bang, straight in my
lap.
It's so cool.
It's, you know, I spend a lot of time on the social medias looking for meta builds. So I know how to do that. I just grab a code. And I will also, we saw Pablo talking about our weapons earlier. I will often hit him up on a Saturday night and be like, hey,
if you want to know anything,
now you can just send me a code.
Pablo build codes are blessed.
Absolutely. Maybe we will.
اگه Xbox رو Xbox, PlayStation رو PlayStation, Battle.net, Steam.
Quite a bit of gameplay today, but one thing we have not seen is modes. More modes, new modes. We need to talk about modes. So we are talking about skirmish.
That's right.
Which is not in the beta, but will be
من میشینم تا وقتی برسیم زامبی.
What's skirmish all about, Matt?
Yeah, so Brittany said we got maps, and I'm going to say we got modes. Skirmish is our high player count 20v20 mode based on Avalon. We will have 2 launch maps on day 1. We'll have Mission Edge and Mission Tide. They're very different. We've got one kind of skyscrapers, ritzy, glitzy, glamour, wingsuit, grapple all over the place. Then we've got one that's a bit more grounded and plays a bit more like a familiar multiplayer play space. We love our high player count modes at Treyarch. We've taken inspiration from Fireteam. We've taken inspiration from Combined Arms. And we've got something really exciting for day 1.
Nice.
Really, really exciting stuff. We also have a new
gameplay
for today called Overload. What's that about?
Well, we're gonna find out. Back to the studio.
آجی میخواد همه این مپ‌ها رو نشون بده، همه این مدار رو نشون بده.
My name is Miles Ross. I'm here with Joanna, lead game designer on all things modes here in Black Ops 7.
So tell me about modes. What do you and your team do?
My team focuses on designing game modes.
زنه یا مرده؟
There's one mode that we would love to talk about, a brand new mode called Overload. What is that?
It's a 6v6 objective mode.
بچه‌ها این زنه یا مرده؟ دارم نگاه می‌کنم اینجا هم نداره.
Secure the overload device and pick it up and capture it in one of the opposing team zones.
صداش مثل زنا میخوره ولی قیافش این مرده.
To indicate that you have the device. By bringing the device to one of the zones, your team gets 1 point. Your goal is to get 8 points to win the match. And it's been great working on this mode with our partners.
آجی بچه این مرد یا زنه؟
Does it respawn in a set position or is it random?
An overload device will
آجی
spawn
جدی
in
مرد یا
one of the
زنه؟
three locations. The rotations of each spawn is predetermined for each map.
Excellent. This sounds like a very competitive mode.
Oh yes, it is very competitive. It
حاجی من فکر کنم این زنه
and strategies.
Sick. Okay, when it comes to internal playtests, you know, are you guys
Mirsa
going crazy? I mean, who's the goal scorer for you guys?
نه حاجی به خدا زنه.
I'm the one who tends to be the one picking up the objective.
حاجی من هیچ ممه نداره بخوام بگیم زنه.
Because I'm an objective player.
ولی دوریه
A
زنه.
lot of my team members like Matt Trons and Colin Overhold, they are the slayers in my team. So they tend to clear my way so that I could capture the zone.
So the boys are allergic to the objective. Noted. Good to know. Are there anything within the sandbox of BO7, any new tacticals or anything fun you would recommend using in the mode?
I would suggest you equip the new Psych Grenade. It activates hallucination of enemies that are not there. And so when they shoot them,
شما اهمیت ندید به حرفش. برای هیچ که اهمیت نداره حرفش. مگه براتون ترجمه میکردم. شما فقط از استریم لذت ببرید تا برسیم به زامبی.
That's how I know I'm in trouble. This sounds so much fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And we get to play this in the beta as well.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see y'all in the beta.
Thanks, Joanna. Back to you guys at Next.
And you can play Overload in the beta. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting in just 2 days on October 2nd.
حاجی با کالافی که دارن میدن خدا میدونه وارزونش قراره چی باشه. حاجی وارزونش قراره قسم بولشیت باشه مطمئنم حاجی. بولشیت خالص میشه
starting tomorrow. And remember, when you play the upcoming Black Ops 7 beta, you can earn all the new rewards in-game.
آخه ناموسا کدومه که از اینا رو بازی بکنید تو بتا بهتون میده واقعا.
If you plan on playing the Black Ops 7 beta on PC, you must have secure boot and TPM 2.0
من میرم تو کالاف
enabled on the
نمیتونم لایو
action. This is
ببینم
part
باید
of an
چیکار
ongoing
کنم
effort by
VPN
Team
مشکل داره
Ricochet
داداش
to make sure Call of Duty players have the most
از تو
secure
کالاف که
and
نباید ببینی
competitive
داداش
play. Check out the QR
باید با
code
گوشی
for more
سیستم
information
ببینی
on how to make sure your machine is compliant. Now let's check out some overload.
کجاش هو داره
I know all of us are itching to see if there's going to be a competitive future in this brand new mode. Some historical nostalgia kind of
آجه قیافه اینو نگاه کن
but something that is so
پشماش ریخته بود که این چه بولشتیه
comes another new map. Let's open up and
قیافش
find
مشخص
the Australian desert of exposure to check out Overload. Take me through just this first half of the game that we're about to see here, Dream Crazy. What are we looking at?
This map looks
بچه باورم نمیشه باید بشیم تحمل بکنیم این هم مپ رو نگاه کنیم جدی وای داره میخواد فقط مپ ها رو نشون بده بعد بره زامبی بعد که زامبی تموم شد بعد بره وارزون تا چند قرار لایو باشیم خدا میدونه من باید هنجرمو نگه دارم واسه فردا شب که گوست آف یوتی میاد آقا من زیاد نمیتونم حرف بزنم
Absolutely the case. Again, some of the keys as we see Simp's team run away with an 8-1 victory. Here are the things that we just need to point to. You saw it in the opening video. The key is to get to 8 total points overall. That gets you a net win. But
100% میرینه واقعا فقط باید زامبیشو پلی بده دیگه هیچیش خوب مثل من کلا هیچ وقت از بلک آپس خوشم نمیومده همیشه هیتر بلک آپس بودم متنفر بودم از این بلک آپس به غیر از بلک آپس 6 بقیه همه بولشت بودن بلک آپس 6 واقعا قشنگ بود در حدی که میتونم بگم مولتیش هم اوکی بود ولی خب بازم حال نمی‌کردن در صورتی که ورژن ارتقا یافته بلک آپس 6 بود ولی من فقط و فقط بلک آپس رو به خاطر زامبی و اسکیناش می‌خریدم اسکیناشو به خاطر اینکه استفادهشون بکنم تو وارزون ولی از اونجایی که الان وارزونش هم بولشت داره میشه یعنی اسکیناش رسماش فایده‌ای نداره واسه که بخوای استفادهشون بکنی صرفا فقط زامبیشو میخوام تجربه بکنم که ازش کانتنت درست بکنم واسه استریم و اینستا و یوتیوب اینا دیگه ازش کلیپ درست بکنم یه محتوا درست بکنم دیگه من کلا عاشق زامبی ام این زامبی کالاف واقعا محتوای اصلی من واقعا باش حال میکنم یعنی اصلا هیچ کدوم از اینا برام مهم نیست اصلا اهمیتی نداره برام نه مولتیش اهمیت داره نه وارزونش برام اهمیت داره نه هیچ و حساسم اینه که نمیتونم بگیرمش نمیتونم پلی بدم به خاطر که هرچی بود دادم واسه خرید سی پی یو مجبور بودم دیگه بین خوب و خوبتر و خوبتر رو انتخاب بکنم که دیگه سیستمم اولویتش بیشتر بود دیگه اگه متاسفانه نمیتونم
patience, but where it spawns may determine what exactly your setup and strategy is going to look like as you try to
کلا بلک آپس تخمیه آج
So really interesting
موتورش به خاطر موتورش
this new game mode that I think again fuels that competitive spirit that we're all looking for.
تمام بلک آپس
Yeah, indeed, and some of the spawn points and the fact that again that it does rotate around the map, it really kind of just
داستانشون قشنگه ولی مولتیشون تخمیه.
Energy, unleash the beast, head to Call of Duty.
نه من بلک آپس فقط زامبیش گاد بود و داستانش مولتی همشون شخمی
in-game rewards.
I'll tell you, I am a Monster fan, and I've been picking up that no sugar white monster, and yep, there are still beta rewards being pushed onto those cans, so make sure you get you some immediately.
آفرین که حرف دلتو میزنی همه یوتیوبر علمی میگن عالیه و ایرانی‌ها فکر نکنم کسی بگه داداش اصلا هیچکی نمیگه خوبه اونایی که میگن خوبه بهشون پول داده اکتیویژن
up to where you fell off the map, so you don't have
به منم پول بده نمیگم
yourself a bit of a
نهایت از پوینت‌های مثبتش تعریف می‌کنم اگه بهم پول بده الکی تعریف نمی‌کنم نه
play test of that and trying to throw it off the map and realize okay we can't get set up on reset we have to play
خودشون گفتن که وردنس اصلا قراره حذف بشه رسما خودشون گفتن وردنس وقتی که بلک آپس 7 بیاد حذف میشه به جاش یه مپ جدید میاد مپش هم نسخه ارتقا یافته بلک اوت 2 بتل رویال قبلیشون قراره پرواز و چه میدونم دابل جامپ و این چرت و پرتا بیارن
he does. An outline will reveal your position, so it's something again to kind of keep in mind in terms of what am I actually doing, where am I going, how's my team setting up around me.
آیا امیردوشی من جواب سوالات دادم داداش گوش نمیدی من هنجرم نمیتونم زدش کار بکشم دیگه دوبار جواب نمیدم داداش از بچهای چت بپرس.
Our possession based objectives, so something to keep in mind as you experiment with this new competitive mode. You also see where exactly that next spawn point is going to be for the OBJ. So again, just things that kind of keep
گوش نمیدی بلک 2976 داش اصلا گوش شنوا ندارم میگم داستانش زامبیش خوب بود بقیش تخمه بود بعد تو میگی داستانش زامبیش خوب بود حرف خودم تکرار میکنی آفرین داداش تو خیلی خوبی.
That red team just kind of inching their way.
در صورت بلک آپس تخمی.
You know, with these minute left here, kind of just seeing how much time that we have before the sides are switched, or if should that need to happen. If we didn't already, I know we're kind of jumping into these games that they have started, but you can kind of see there does create an opportunity for teams to come back. Plus, with that Omni movement and utilizing it, how quickly they can get around.
And you also see just on the UI right here, Stephanie's able to find a nice two-piece. That yellow outline revealing that, yep, she is indeed being hunted out. Can you get to the goal in time? Sure can.
حاجی چقدر موومنتش مزخرفه حاجی.
Overload is looking solid. I'm loving it. Xfinity, if you are a partner or at least
فقط بدبخت قیافه که نمیدونی چی به چی فقط بازی داره میکنه.
7 open beta. Let me say that again for those that may not have heard me. If you have Xfinity, you get early access to Black Ops 7. Make sure you go and sign up though at xfinity.com/rewards.
Pointing out some of the extra perk streaks equipment that we're seeing in the game here. We do see, you notice in Overload, EMPs being utilized as well. Oh, a victory comes in for Stephanie and her.
کالاف کلا یه سال گیم خوب بوده 2 سال میرینه. دوباره یه سال خوب بوده 2 سال میرینه. البته بگم من که بلک آپس طرفدارای خودشو داره، کال آف دیوتی مدرن وارفر هم طرفدارای خودش داره. خب این باید همه رو جفت دو طرفا راضی نگه داره. مجبور یه سال بلک آپس بده، یه سال چیز بده. خب نمیتونه هر سال مدرن بده.
Call of Duty Next returns after this.
چه بوسی هم کرد به هم حاجی.
AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins.
ارو قیافه فکر کنم مشخصه بعد بود تیوی نظر من حاجی. قیافه من داره میبینید دیگه. لش کردم.
The latest embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code today.
فقط دارم میخواد زامبیش بیاد.
Welcome back, Lawrence and Yale from Treyarch. I am excited to share that we have even more camos to show off. We're not done. As we said earlier, there are more ways than ever to earn camos in Black Ops 7, and that for the first time, that includes a dedicated camo track in the co-op campaign.
Yeah, this is something we've never been able to do before. We have
خدا بداد شان گیمر مبارک داداش. اگه کد بداد یه دعا بخیرم بابا بکن. دعوت کردم. برو از کد بتا لذت ببر. من که کد ندارم حاجی ولی خب امیدوارم که تو از کدش لذت ببری.
New mastery camos.
So for
حتی به منم الان میده فکر کنم.
In each mode, whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, or co-op campaign, you're going to have a dedicated camo journey.
آی خدا.
And some dope
به منم فکر کنم کد داد.
Let's take a look.
به منم کد داد.
Molten gold.
Yes, these are co-op campaign master camos.
منم کد بزنم وایسا.
Molten camo. Molten gold. That looks so good. Moonstone.
منم داد.
Might be one of my favorites in the game, Moonstone.
به منم کد داد.
These mastery camos in BO7.
منم کد گرفتم.
Chroma flux. I'm loving the sort of star details on the handguard as well. There's so much going on.
Guns look incredible. And of course, obviously for all this stuff, like global progression, works across every single mode for the first time. So you can earn this and still be to 55. It is huge.
I had to first look at the co-op campaign mastery camos, but we got to look at the multiplayer ones as well. I mean, I'm going to be playing all of these now. A wonderful time to be a co-op. But these are the multiplayer camos that we can be unlocking. Lawrence, shattered gold. Talk to me.
Yeah, the 16 all new mastery camos. Here are the MP ones: Shattered Gold, Arclight. I don't know if we've ever had a shinier diamond.
This one got a lot of cheers in the creator room.
Yeah, it did. That's a real like Black Ops 7 vibe for me.
So much creativity from the team to be able to pull these off.
This one's one of my favorites. I feel like this one's going to be slept on, but I'm saying it.
Tempest.
Oh dear, this is great. And I love that you picked a great weapon with a lot of surface area to show off the skin.
Yeah.
It's very cool as well.
The drum mug.
And yeah, rounding it out with Singularity, our final multiplayer.
چرا نمیذاره کد وارد کنم من؟ What the fuck?
Change when you shoot it. So all 4 of our final masteries across the game have this dynamic nature to them that is just really awesome with automatic weapons and high caliber guns for sure.
That is so fun. That is so cool. Well, Lawrence, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of camos. There's a lot of rewards.
The prepared card could not be redeemed. Please try again later. شاین گیم تو چجوری زدی؟ برای اولین بار واسه هم چلو داره میده.
Oh no, what did I unlock? Can I find out that?
نه من داده کد رو الان وارد نمی‌کنم. ارور داره میده. تویش هم کد داده.
Pop open the reward feed from the menu panel, and it's got your history of all of your unlocks right there. So this persists across multiple games, multiple sessions. You can pull it up, see what you unlocked a few days ago. Equip content from here.
آها تو سایت باید بزنی. اوه فهمیدم.
Really going to help players keep track of all this stuff.
به من کدو داد بچه‌ها ولی به من کدو داد.
That was everything from stickers to attachments to weapons.
12 دقیقه پیشم گفتم کد رو داده.
Now, Lawrence, season 1 is coming in.
آقا تو سایت کالاف باید بزنید. اوه فهمیدم تو سایت کالاف باید بزنید.
There's a lot to look forward to.
آقا فهمیدم.
Weekly challenges keep the game
فهمیدم. خب بذار من تو فاکتور اوتنتیکیتر رو باید بیارم بالا.
Each week of the season we're going to have a new piece of gameplay content to unlock for use in your loadouts. This isn't just attachments. We have weapons, we have score streaks in this system. Complete enough challenges and you'll unlock that week's reward. With challenges for all 4 modes. So truly connected game. You can complete these
challenges. Select a platform,
PlayStation or Warzone. Oh, and did we mention
United
it's got
States,
camos? 2 camos.
And score streaks.
And score streaks, all kinds of functional gear.
Animated camo every season available in this system. We also have another camo if you complete half of the weeks in the season. So a lot up for grabs in our weeklies.
I'm looking forward to the final count on how many camos are in this game. It's going to be insane. Of course, we also have to show some love to our Call of Duty esports fam. The World Series of Warzone is live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific, and we also have some really awesome CDL season planned, and with some full details being released in just a few short weeks. I can say for now, friends, get ready for the CDL to return in early December. Yale, ranked play is now on the tip of my tongue after talking about the COD League. Where can we get that?
So obviously we're bringing a ton of content at launch, season 1. Big thing for us is just making sure we have the best ranked experience possible. Ranked play is coming in season 2. We've already been playing with a bunch of pros. Everyone's getting excited. So much gear. And Lawrence, there's a couple also feature additions to that for people to explore.
A couple things we can mention today. We're bringing back placement matches.
Let's
to
go!
Put closer to your rank faster.
Right.
And we know players want surprise camos.
Whoa!
And so we're doing ranked camos each and every season.
الان ایمیل الان کد استر بهم ایمیل میکنه.
Gotta have bragging rights. It's key.
So ranked play coming to multiplayer in season 2. Now, speaking of the live seasons, I've heard it said that season 1 is going to be the biggest season in Black Ops history in terms of content.
So we are absolutely bringing it on this game. This is from launch to the end of season 1. We will have 7 multiplayer maps. 6 of those multiplayer maps are full 6v6.
Goodness.
This is the most we've ever done. You can expect so much of this.
Yeah, and you said too, like a mix of some fan favorites returning from Black Ops 2, but also the brand new maps. And if I'm hearing you right, that doesn't even count what we're bringing to zombies in season 1.
That's right. 3 maps in zombies, so obviously you're going to see some of that here. But in season 1, we're bringing 3 new maps. 1 round-based zombie map and 2 survival maps. So this will be the biggest.
آقا کد رو ببین تو سایت اکتیویژن. یعنی خود رو توش کلیک بکنید میبرید تو سایت لوگین میکنید اونجا که میزنید بعد برای ایمیلتون کد میدید. میشه برام بفرستید لطفا.
So Yale, I gotta ask.
I think some of our fans may have a guess on what this is. Absolutely, Nuketown is coming back. Harkening back to some of the love for Black Ops 2. It is awesome. Nuketown 2025 looks incredible. All the new tech that we have, just it's a banger.
The
it always
colors
is.
are popping.
It is super fun.
Wow,
and
چقدر
we're
نوکتاون
to see this
آینده
shortly
طور
after
شده.
launch.
Yeah, and obviously, like with the BO2 fans out there, I think people are going to be really excited about this version of Nuketown. So shortly after launch.
Yep. Shortly after launch, indeed. Well, fortunately, folks, we can all get our hands on Black Ops 7 multiplayer in the beta this week, and I cannot wait to play with some of my friends. Full disclaimer, you know exactly who you are.
Lawrence, Yale, thank you so much. Coming up at next, we are getting a look at Zombies live gameplay on the brand new map Ashes of the Damned. Stay tuned.
I've been focused on the future, never on right now. Oh my God,
Pre-order now and get early access. Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition Khaki Field Auto Watch. Get yours on November 14th. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize. A trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge today. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. Hands-on with Black Ops 7 Zombies.
Oh, zombie!
Again, a little scary. It is
وای وای وای.
Let's
go. چیزی که من منتظرش بودم. چیزی که من واقعا دلم میخواد بازش کنم. چیزی که من وای عشقم زامبی. وای من عاشق زامبیم. وای 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 وای. من اینو میخوام. من زامبی رو میخوام. وای وای رفتیم بخش مورد علاقه من زامبی. چیزی که من واقعا میخوام ولش بدم. وای نگاه کن بهترین زامبی تاریخ کالاف قراره میشه. بزرگترین و بهترین. وای خدا بچه‌ها کد بتا هم تو استریم خودم گرفتم بچه‌ها. الان کد بتا رو گرفتم وارد کردم. پس فردا استریم بتا داریم. بتا رو بچه همتون میتونین بازی بکنید کد بگین. وای وای زامبی رو ببین. وای حاجی من میخوام زامبی رو. دلم میخواد اینا. وای وای حاجی من عاشق زامبیم. اوف حاجی سلاح جدید بود. حاجی سلاح جدید بود. با الکتریسیته بود. اکسپلوسیو الکتریسیته بود. کدوم سلاح این؟ اون دستم جبش ورژن ارتقا یافته ریگان نبود؟ واندر وپن بود. آجی چقدر واندر وپناش باحالن. پشمام. وای حاجی زامبیش خیلی خوبه. کله منگولک ها رو گذاشته تو این کله باس رو گذاشته جلو ماشین ستایی با هم میزنه. وای تو بتا هم میتونیم بازی کنیم. پشمام حاجی. وای وای من فقط به خاطر همین زامبیش میخوام اینو.
Kevin Drew. I am so excited you're here, Steve Bianchi from Treyarch. Might I say, welcome to the party.
You might.
Like our old friend Richtofen.
Yes.
Welcome to the Dark Ether as well.
It's time. But we're talking all about Black Ops 7 Zombies. And Zombies reveal was massive, Kevin. So let's just start a big picture. How did the team think about building the Zombies experience for Black Ops 7?
Yeah, so Ashes of the Damned really just represents what we want to do with zombies this year. Just as we, the player, have been sent into the Dark Ether, this map is a Bermuda Triangle where all these locations, and it's one of the biggest round-based zombies map we've ever made.
میگه بزرگترین زامبی راوند بیسی که درست کردیم.
And each one has a unique story and atmosphere. And what was so important with this map was kind of looking back at transit in Black Ops 2. And something very unique about that map was bringing real consequence to moving from location to location because you had these extremely dangerous roads between.
میگه یه سری راههای خیلی بزرگ داره میتونی مپ خودت بری به عنوان اسکواد میتونی خودت انتخاب کنی کدوم مپو بری کجا بری.
So today what the players are going to be playing here is a smaller part of the map. We want to preserve most of the experience for everyone at home on launch day. So what's going to happen is at 30 minutes we're going to trigger exfil automatically at the next round, and everyone at that point try to get out alive.
And no main quest.
No main quest
is turned off,
all
so
the
no
quest
spoilers.
stuff is turned off.
No spoilers.
There's still plenty to experience today in this map.
Awesome stuff. And just a taste of zombies. We've talked a little bit about Ashes of the Damned. Let's take a journey now inside the map. Hopefully our creators are prepared for what's about to come their way. Yes, once again, this absolutely incredible map, guys. It's glorious to look at.
Boy.
A little surprise as
Boy,
well.
Haji.
Got some help on the way here.
Are they going to see it? Are they going to notice? Oh, I see the lights already. Here she comes. It's the Wunder vehicle to the rescue.
حاجی خیلی دوست دارم چجوری درستش کردن. اوپن ورد بعد میریم توی این مپ چجوری نفهمیدم من. تا حالا همچین کار رو نکرده بودن.
There's a Wonder weapon on the top. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I've been so excited about this map, and I'm so glad it's finally out there. We can talk about it. It's in the hands of our creators. So the live gameplay is kicking off. It's time to hop in. Let's take a look. Okay, so Steve, where are we at? We're seeing somebody
الان ویو دوان خب
Janus Towers.
They're starting off at Janus Towers. It's transitioned from Black Ops 6 to here. They're going to have to get the Wonder vehicle running. They're going to try to get to either the farm or Blackwater Lake. When they're there, they're going to experience some horrors. This is a creepy map. The Van Dorn farm is just terrifying. I love the barn there. There's like bodies hanging.
حاجی چقدر باحاله.
Fall down and chase you. Well, now they're in the fog.
پشمو. راوند بیس هم هست.
That is one of the new enemies on the back of the
چقدر سخت زامبی.
You can see that they're little gremlins and they love being in the fog, and they just took care of Tessie already. They're really good at jumping on and just starting to just tear it to pieces. Hopefully she gets out of there because it gets really hectic. So.
I was about to ask you, so obviously in these spaces between the locations on Ashes of the Damned, you can get out of the Wonder vehicle, but Steve, should you get out of the Wonder vehicle?
Well, we call this the fog. These roads, these transitions between areas, it's very dangerous. The round rules are not the same as regular rules here, so zombies can continually respawn, and when you try to kill them, they actually just poof into like dust and can reform, right? So you have to just try your best to get through there. You gotta run, you gotta fix the car really quickly and get out of there because you're not gonna be So keep on.
چقدر شکل باکسش خوشگله.
Wonder vehicle there, but we need this. This map is so big that we need a vehicle to get around it.
بچه‌ها پک پانچ کنار خود ماشینمونه.
What does it mean to have old Tessie in RBZ?
یعنی همیشه پک پانچ رو داریم ما.
And we call it the fifth member of the squad because
حاجی خیلی باحاله. گرافیکو ویل کن که گاده. کانسپت تو فقط نگاه کن چقدر خفنه.
And upgrading her
کنسپتش خیلی باحاله.
But the first thing you do is find a familiar bus driver's head.
بچه کانسپت تو فقط ببینید. ببین راوند بیس پک پانچ کنار ماشینه. تو از این منطقه با جاده میری اونور. بعد کله باسته رو جلوی ماشینه ارتقاط رو انجام میدی. بعد میری توی مپ بعدی. یعنی الان ویو تو مپ بعدیه. بعد انجام بدی در بعدی باز میشه میره جلوتر تو مپ بعدی به راوند 4. یا اصلا میخواد اصلا خیلی خفن زامبیش. گرافیکو نگاه. وای حاجی کاری به گرافیک ندارم. گاد زامبیش. یعنی حاجی این میگم زامبیش 100% ارزش خرید داره بچه‌ها 100% ارزش خرید داره ولی خب نگاه کن حاجی آدم فقط دلش میخواد بشین نگاه کنه اینو اینقدر زیبا و قشنگه
It's just cool. The really cool thing too you'll see is there's unique zombies.
Chat, واقعا زامبیش خفنه. واقعا زامبیش خفنه.
Backpackers and stuff. In Janus, you'll see Janus Tower security and employees there. So it's really cool detail.
Okay, so we're back in Tessie. Steve, what are some of the upgrades? What are some of the other upgrades that you can make?
The Abomination skin upgrade is one of my favorites. So you're increasing the durability of the vehicle there, which really helps. It actually is chomping through zombies as you're driving through them. The beam attack is super powerful. It just blasts through, cuts through your enemies. It's great. There's also the DG2 turret, which we just saw. Super helpful. You get a player on top of there, help clear the hordes ahead of you. It's electric attack and chain to other enemies. It's really powerful, really awesome.
Kevin, this doesn't look like the cabin anymore.
No, so we're back. We're over at Van Dorn Farm. So right off the bat, you can get to go left or right, and this is the other path. And somebody got lucky and got a ray gun at round 6, which is awesome.
And it's skunk, so that can only go one way.
He's a lucky boy.
So this is, you know, lovingly referred to on our team as the murder barn. Talk to us a little bit about what's going on here.
So the Van Dorn family, they got to the Dark Ether here. They're just a murder family. They're crazy. They took out everybody. Some of them are still wriggling around and moving. These zombies can break out. They can break their heads off. Jump down and chase after you. So it's just
ایمیل میکنم بذار سب داشته باش من خودم چیز کردم احتمالاً ایمیل میده
just got to Ashwood and this they're upgrading the Tessie with the pack punch here.
یا ایمیل میده یا تو خود پلی استیشن بریم تو دانلودش کنیم بذار من
پلی استیشن location. It's 1800s kind of western town that was just dropped in this place and it's kind of right on top of this chasm, so if you look up there's this massive bridge with a generator. It's just a really cool space, a lot of verticality. Combat roll actually is really useful in this place. Just be able be able to jump off that bridge and just roll right over to Tessie at the garage.
You got any augments for that?
Yeah, flopper. Totally supports combat roll. So
it's great. You got to think about wall jumping as well as rolling now. There's a lot of flopping going on.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of opportunities for some purple explosions.
But before we get too far on Ashes of the Dam, this is such a big map. I want to throw it back to Treyarch so we can learn a little bit more.
I'm joined by Anthony, Senior Lead Designer on Zombies here at Treyarch. So welcome, how you doing?
Pretty good, how you doing?
I'm very ready, I'm very excited. We've got to talk about the all-new, massive round-based zombie map. Ashes of the Damned. Tell me everything.
Yeah, Ashes of the Damned is one of our biggest maps ever. It's around the studio, we like to call it a kind of Bermuda Triangle of varied locations that have been host to terrible events that have caused them to be pulled into the Dark Ether.
Bad things happening all over the place and now they're all in one central location for us to play with. It sounds okay, so there are many locations that we're sort of dealing with and we can talk about on this map, but where do we start?
So you'll start outside of Janus Towers, but you're definitely not in West Virginia anymore. This is a dark, ruined version of what we saw at the end of Black Ops 6. The upheaval and destruction around you really drives this home and sets the tone for what's in store.
میدونی خلاقیتشون تو چیه؟ اینه که مثلا ماموریتایی که میخوای انجام بدی هر کدوم میبرت توی یه مپ.
Let's go to farm.
Van Dorn Farm is an homage to Transit Farm.
به نظر در بلک آپس 3 زامبیش باید بیاد ببینیم ولی چیزی که من دارم میبینم حاجی خیلی خفنه.
And a barn lined with their unfortunate victims hanging from the rafters.
Extremely spooky. Okay, if we go back, let's head to the cabin. What have we got there?
Yeah, Blackwater Lake Cabin is where a famed horror director drowned his lead actress, believing her death would birth the ultimate terror. But as it so happened, the lake had other ideas.
Okay, Anthony, I appreciate you not giving away too much. There's spoiler-free territory here. What's beyond the cabin, though?
Regardless of which of these paths you take, you'll end up in the fractured southern Georgia town of Ashwood. And this is the central location of the map. Ashwood was the site of a massacre, cracking the veil, pulling the town into the dark ether.
Oh, this is cool. Every location has such a unique sort of story piece to it.
Yeah.
And there's so much storytelling going on. What does this mean, though, that we are trapped in the dark ether?
This is super exciting because anything goes in the dark ether.
فقط به خاطر
And we get to go to
زامبی
some
بلک
truly
آپس
incredible places throughout our seasons as a result.
کل بلک
We're
آپس
coming
بدم
out strong with
فقط
Ashes of
زامبی
the
و
Dam. We've got Wonder Vehicle. We've got a moody vibe. and we know that this map will deliver that atmospheric experience that Zombies fans have been asking for.
I think it sounds absolutely brilliant. It looks brilliant. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Thank you
بچه
so
این
much,
کد
mate.
پایین رو بچه باید برید وارد بکنید تو سایت اکتیویژن تو قسمت لاگین تو ریدیم
guys, a
کد.
new Zombies map means that we've got to see some new monsters. We got a little taste, but I mean, what else are we looking out for in the Dark Ether?
Yeah, so but just going back to those Ravagers, you saw them like tearing Tessie apart. They're just little jerks. Any loot that drops, they'll immediately gravitate toward and try to eat. So you want to.
آره احتمال خیلی زیاد ماشین آپگرید داره بچه احتمالا آپگرید داشته باشه اینم خیلی باحاله. بعد میره زومبی جدید میاد.
These guys are all coming in at farm or any of these locations.
باسشه.
Speaking of intense,
we have the Zursa here. This thing is massive. It's terrifying. It's wet and slimy. It has beehives on it.
خوشوار
that actually
کسایی که
can
بازی رو
detach, fly at you, and
واسه زامبی
attack you with zombies, right? These also reveal weak points on it. You can shoot those and go
بچه
for
امسال من
the
تو
critical
کالاف
damage
نمیدیم
there. But I mean, this thing
اولین
is
سالی که من بعد 8
tough.
سال
The
دیگه
car can't even
نمیتونم
smash through it. I mean, it's formidable.
This guy's a terror. He just harkens back to
من هرچی داشتم هزینه کردم واسه سی پی یو.
You just keep trying to run away from him and he's unrelenting.
پول کالافو داشتم ولی دارم واسه سی پی یو که سیستم
Also, we gotta have a moment for the zombies because you know we love a pun on this show.
Yeah, we just had to do it. Because if you go inside the building, he might not be able to get in there, but the zombies will definitely be able to get in there.
Yeah. Now something else I've been dying to talk about, and we saw
همه ایرانی
a
ان کالاف
little bit
موبایل بازن
about this
آجی
during our zombies reveal.
گفته که واسه موبایل هم اسم گوست میده همه ریختن
Of a
خیلی
new
کامنت
version of some familiar faces, I
من
am
نه
of course
PS5
talking about the original crew with a new look.
That's right. So this is our iconic crew, the original crew, but this is the Dark Ether version. Returning is the original voice cast of Steve Bloom, Fred Tatasciore, Nolan North, and we're going to be premiering Nelson Lee as Takio this game. And so while you might recognize the crew and their personalities, they have different backstories and different reason why they're here that we're going to discover throughout the
سایت اکتیویژن لاگین اونجا تو ریدیم کد میزنی بعد دیگه
also see
واسه صبر کن تا
some
برات
more familiar faces. The OG crew won't be facing the Dark Ether alone. Steve, what other characters are joining them?
Well, we have from returning from Black Ops 6, Maya, Weaver, Carver,
نه
and
من
Gray
نگفتم
will be here too, as you've seen in the Reckoning.
یه سیستم
They
زغالی دارم واسه
mysteriously
استریم
vanished.
PS5
They show up here now.
PS4
They're in the
داشتم
Dark
بعد
Ether.
رفتم
They're meeting
PS5
up with the original crew here, and their souls are drained. They're going to have to all work together here to escape, right? So it's really cool that there's 8 operators you can choose from to get really good dialogue all together, all the different combinations. It's amazing.
I feel like narratively that's going to be just so fun because I'm thinking about how incredible some of the lines are, the writing's always on point, and just how they're going to interact together. I'm like,
we'll be making some new friends.
Exactly.
Rick Toffin and Gray are both scientists, but very different kinds of
Very
scientists.
different kinds of science.
Awesome. Okay, we're talking about what else players can look forward to, folks. Don't forget that we have the beta starting in just 2 days. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to selected Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting on October 2nd. Don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access. That is when you will experience a taste of zombies. Preload the beta starting tomorrow. Also, this is a fun one. The Gobblegum Monster Pack is here, but only for a limited time. Pre-order now before the Black Ops 7 beta ends, and you'll unlock a monstrous amount of Gobblegums. The pack includes 1 of every rare, epic, and legendary Gobblegum. That's 9 rares, that's 9 epics, and it is 10 legendaries, plus 3 Perkaholics. Use them in Black Ops 6 starting tomorrow. And don't forget, once you pre-order, make sure you log into Call of Duty before the end of the open beta on October 8th to claim this pack. Christopher Puckett, you've got some more Gobblegum news, don't you, sir?
Yes, I do, Miles. Look at this thing. I got
Zombies
the Gobblegum mini dispenser replica. It's functioning. That's right. And for all of us now available for pre-order, it's the new Gobblegum replica dispenser that you could have on your desk. All fans who grab one of these will also get a Gobblegum machine weapon charm gift with the purchase, and this will be the perfect shelf companion for your Wunderwaffel that you picked up last year at Next. Amazing stuff coming out of our crew, and it is more than just a display piece. This is a working die-cast metal replica standing 12 inches tall. It can be loaded with standard gumballs, adding an interactive touch to your collection. With Black Ops 7 launch around the corner comes a new chapter in the zombie story, the perfect time to grab a new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last, and you can win it right now. You got no money? No problem. Head on over to X and post with the hashtags on your screen, and you'll be entered to win one of the 3 half-scale collectibles. Or simply use the QR code on your screen. It'll take you directly to the post. Easy stuff. Now, let's listen in on how our creators are enjoying this massive map.
This is main quest related. We found something main quest related. Alright, let's spin the box again. If we can get the ray gun or something, that'd be huge.
I know want it.
بدون من شروع کردن آقا تمرکز بی بده.
Okay, should we open this up? Kind of intrigued. And also, there's a bin? What is that?
The camo with the map, the purple in the back, it looks so good. Look at that.
کماشو دوست ندارم.
It looks so good.
وای حاجی حسین رو ببینه حاجی همه بیشتر ذوق زده میشه.
Let's keep driving.
چه مپی داشت پشمام.
Okay, we're just coming out of gameplay there.
بابا برگرد جان مادرت بخوام ببینم. البته بچا پسارا میتونم خودم بازیش کنم.
On Mama K stream.
Yeah, looks awesome. One of our best packs I think in years.
Awesome. Not the first new thing though that we've seen. Something I don't think we haven't seen just yet.
Though, but it's a brand new
yes.
Wisp T.
So Wisp T is you're trapped here. You need some friends. You need some allies wherever you can get them. There's a lot of these wisps around, and this perk is all about kind of gaining control of one. And so once you have it, you have an ally. And once you shoot enough zombies, you'll summon this wisp. And it will help you kill zombies, but then you can augment it to do all sorts of things. So if you want to be a little bit more defensive, you can make it help revive you. It's a great ally to have. What's really cool about these wisps is when you augment them, they get different masks and different colors. So it's just very, very playful and a lot of fun.
آرمان بعد داخل سایت اکتیویژن بری لاگین کنی اونجا تو رگیم کد
وارد کنی. ammo mod coming to Black Ops 7 Zombies at launch.
We have fireworks returning from Black Ops 3, but wait, it's improved. So now it's gonna
از Black Ops 3 آوردنش
on
Black Ops
enemies with these rockets it's shooting, which it never did before. And there's also some really great augments like you're seeing here. It'll launch multiple ones, it spin around, take out anything in the area. It's a really good large area of effect here. Great for this map because there's some
خیلی خوبه این زامبی.
The particle effects are going wild as well. In terms of out of the stuff that's returning, what players can expect. The toxic
من عاشق این ابیلیتیم.
with this environment, with this huge environment that we're in.
Yeah, so Toxic Growth is one of my favorite field upgrades. It's from Cold War, and it's all about creating an area of denial. And I think, you know, immediately it can serve as walking down one of the pathways for zombies, which is critical, right? Like being able to just say, I don't have to worry about zombies coming from that doorway for a while is
I might be safe here for a short period.
But you can use it all sorts of ways, right? You can plant it down if you want to revive someone. As long as you're in it, you know, all the zombies are coming at you and getting taken out. And then obviously this can be augmented as well. It can get bigger. It can brain rot zombies. It can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Oh, well, speaking of augments, there's some big news because all of the research that we did in Black Ops 6 on augments with the Black Ops 6 crew, it's coming with us to Black Ops 7, right?
That's right.
چه هر چی که Black Ops 6 داشته باشی زامبی شدن برات میاد. این خیلی خوبه. خیلی خوبه.
You know, branches of science.
Yeah, new science.
We're expanding the augments so you can actually earn an additional major and minor augment for all content.
And you can even خیلی وایب خوبی میده. جدی وایبش خداست.
In total, 192 augments to experiment with, and
قشنگ انگار تو دارک ایتری.
Like game changers with some of the older content. So like
یه فضای نزدیک دارک ایتری. ولی این فقط یه ابیلیتی که تو خودش چیز میزنه از بلک آپس چیز آوردن بلک آپس.
So you don't have to manually plate.
I'm so excited about that one.
One of my favorites.
Reactive plates.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is Ether Shroud is you create an after image that is like serves as a decoy, so all the zombies attack that while you kind of regather and kind of, you know, re-equip and shoot them.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, so much choice. We have to be seeing some new stuff.
چقدر آپشن‌های خفن داره.
What may be a new wonder weapon, gentlemen. Let's take a look at the necrofluid gauntlet. Steve, what the hell is this?
That's a perfect question.
What is this? Great question. Yeah, this is an awesome weapon, a new wonder weapon for the map here. It is this weapon of unknown origin. It showed up in the dark ether here as well. We don't know where it comes from, but you can harness the powers of it here. It has a great melee attack with the claws on it, but it also harnesses this black viscous liquid here that you can manipulate, so you can fire that out. It goes through enemies. You can recall that back as you're doing that. It'll actually also pull in items, power-ups, and damage enemies on the way, but it also refills the ammo into the weapon, which is completely amazing, right? It's really fun.
It's like if you manage it well, you're never going to run out of ammo.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Interesting. Well, maybe we'll find out where it came from or how it got there. I'm excited to use it either way. But in addition to round-based zombies, we're also bringing survival maps back from Black Ops 2. So last week we went to Treyarch to learn about what's headed to survival.
Black Ops 2 رو میخواد برگردونه بازی.
Anthony, welcome back. Let's talk about survival maps. We mentioned
یعنی سنگ تموم دارن رو زامبی میذارن.
This is the first survival map coming to the game, and it's the first time Treyarch is bringing survival to zombies since Black Ops 2.
میگه اولین باره که میخواد این کارو انجام بدن.
Our first survival map of many. This focused area of the full map is all about staying alive with what you've got. No main quest, no frills. You'll be able to play it during the beta, and you can expect more survival locations based on our round-based maps coming post-launch.
Wow, okay, cool. So confirming we will get more of these post-launch. That sounds like the perfect option for people who want to warm up and maybe vibe with friends before jumping into the main event again.
Yeah, exactly. And while survival isn't as forgiving as directed mode, which is also returning, it's still a quick and easy way to jump straight into some zombies action. Of course, we'll still have our standard mode, and we're adding a new curse mode that'll make zombies even deeper and more challenging for our hardcore players. Sprinkling some Dead Ops Arcade 4 on top of that, and we'll just have a huge experience for our players.
It sounds like a lot to play, and we cannot wait. Anthony, thank you so much. Back to the show. Plenty to digest there.
There's so much to digest, Miles. It was a true pleasure getting to sit down with Anthony to talk about survival maps. Steve, what is the team most excited about? There's so much that you've put into this, but what's top of the list?
The survival maps, it's awesome because you can just jump right in there and play. There's the pack-a-punch is there, the Wonder Fizz is there. You got everything you need to survive. There's no quest, so you can just have a really great experience and just enjoy it,
Yeah, I mean, it's just very much like Liberty Falls from Black Ops 6. Like, there's some nights where you don't want to think too hard.
Yeah,
you just want to try to get to high rounds, and this is what the mode is all about. And what's interesting is it's not a lot of work to just get set up. You have that success, but it's actually pretty hard to get to high rounds because they're so small. You can't just take a zip line or jump pad out of there. It gets pretty hairy pretty fast.
Really intense. I just love what I heard quickly there from Noah J. As the fireworks straight away was like, wow, these are so pretty.
It looks amazing in the map, right? The dark map with the
کالاف از زامبیش
I
want to ask, is there a round cap in beta?
Well, only that it gets to 999, and so I kind of challenge anyone out there playing in the beta, how far can you get in the time that you have? Can you get up there? We'll see.
نیم ساعت
I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Tag us.
ببین تو صدای استریمو باز بدار AFK کن خودش بهت کد.
But Yale mentioned it earlier today, but Black Ops 7 is going to have a massive season 1 with the Treyarch team adding 2 new survival maps and
حاجی زامبیش نگم ببین اینقدر باحال زامبیش اصلا کانسپت و نوآوری جدید اضافه کردن راوند بیسه هر راوندش میری توی یه مپ جدید
Metal.
So metal.
You will with that.
Okie dokie then.
Snip action here from Noah.
نه نمیخوای اسپویل راجب داستانه یا نه؟
This sounds like something that sort of long-time fans are
بگو چجوریه؟ فقط بگو من وسط استریم.
Yeah. So last game we introduced directed mode for.
دیدم قشنگ با ماشین میره یه مدل زامبی دیگه میپره خیلی باحال شده.
This year curse mode is all about engaging our most hardcore players.
سیستم بیسیک زامبیش عوض شده. خب
immediately we're not going to tell you how to unlock this on day 1. But I'm sure our audience will find it very fast. And as soon as you get into curse mode, you're going to immediately feel the difference. We're bringing back the classic point system, which is more complex, but you're going to need that because this is going to get a lot harder. You're only going to start with a pistol, and no mini-map. And so the whole idea of this mode is it's about discovery, and you're trying to find these relics within the mode. And once you find them and unlock them, they apply additional difficulty modifiers to the mode, so you can actually disable things like ammo crates or limit yourself to 4 perks within a match.
حاجی انقلاب بزرگ تو صنعت زامبی کلا به وجود آوردن.
There's definitely bragging rights, but we also reward you in a variety of ways.
دقیقاً آفرین، من داشتم بچه هم میگفتم برگ برنده تریاک دقیقاً زامبیشه، چون میدونی برکاف سر زامبیش نجات داد دیگه، وگرنه هم داستانش چرت و پرت بود، هم مولتی پلیرش چرت و پرت بود.
Along the way, you're making the mode so much harder and facing new challenge, but you're also getting a couple tools to help you out.
حالا دیگه بهترین سری زامبیش هم همون بود دیگه، آفرین دقیقاً. بهترین باز نسلش هم بلاکاپ 3 من به خاطر چیز بود دیگه، به خاطر زامبیش.
The mode is all about kind of going back and trying to complete the main quest again at these higher difficulties and getting additional rewards.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
داستان بلاکاپس چیه؟ ادامه بلاکاپس چیه؟
Is this the garage?
آقا چیز کن، این استراگ من آخری من نزدم، با بشین بزنیمش.
What are we doing there? Is that kind of like Tessie's
آره ادامهش کن، بشین بزنیمش. من به هامی کیم هم میگم بیا بنده خدا هامی کیم می‌خواست بزنه، خیلی منتظر بود این استراگ همه رو بزنه. همه می‌کنیم
brave the fog, just get there, pay the price, Tessie be there, Tessie auto regenerates there. You can also
باش یه
actually
کارش
pay to
می‌کنم.
warp
باش
into
چقدر
Tessie
تنگیه،
there.
چقدر
So
طول
if your
می‌کشه اونش
friends
کنی.
have Tessie on the other side of the map
ببین
for a small fee.
نه نه من عجله ندارم، حالا بزن توی این نصف بیشترشو بزن تاش من برات
long,
اوکی.
lots to do, lots to traverse. It's really nice that we've got different options to get back in the action quickly.
And,
if Tessie goes down, God forbid.
You also have jump pads in the level. So as you're driving through and unlocking these new destinations, there's alternate ways to quickly travel.
حالا مولتیش هم اگر من که فعلا نمیتونم بخرمش، حالا اگه شد فوقش حالا نهایتش گیرم نمیاد شریکی میگیریمش دیگه. همو با یه جوری با هم بیکارش بکنیم دیگه، حالا کارش میکنیم. من ساعت این زامبیشو میخوام، زامبیش گودی.
So first up we got Golden Dragon.
اوه داره کموار نشون میده چت. حاجی گلش چقدر خوشگله حسین. گل داره، بلاد استون داره، ومپایر توره. خونه دوم استیلش چقدر خفنه. وای دارکیتر نداره. چرا اینفستیشن داره حسین، رنگشون تو عوض میشه. بچه‌ها نگاه کنین رنگا رو. آره ولی حاجی دارک ترکیب توش دارک ماتر هست، دارکیتر هست.
Absolutely disgusting.
And I would agree.
In the best way.
آره عوض کرد اونا نذاشته. حالا آقا من استریم کار نداری فعلا. قربونت خدافظ. چت وای نگم برات آقا یه چیز جالب حسین به من گفتش که زامبی بلک آپس 7 کلا سیستمش عوض شده. گفت نوع حرکتشون، نوع رفت و آمدشون، نوعی که مثلا از در و دیوار میان بالا پایین تلو این زامبی مثلا لاستافاس چه جوریه، لاستافاس اون نمیدونم ورد وار تو سر و کله همون به کله میخوره تلو تعادل ندارن، قشنگ ریالیستیکش کرده. نگاه قشنگ ریالیستیکه. خیلی خفنه حاجی.
So yeah, explore the fog at your own risk, but there are some reward potentially.
اصلا حال کردم. جیگرم حال اومد.
Oh my god.
There's our bear.
And there's an effect on your screen when Zersa hits you. It's like a scratch mark.
Yeah.
You get the bleed effect.
That'll actually shut down your auto healing.
Oh.
So it gets really scary if you get swiped like that, because yeah.
Don't panic.
You're gonna have to.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Just keep running.
Panic.
So that's Noah just knocked off one of the beehives there, and it creates a little area. Now you have to still take that out.
یه چیزی راجع به زامبی بهتون بگم. کل سیستم زامبی عوض شده. یعنی سیستم رو رفتن زامبی. نگاه کنید بچه‌ها. زامبی ها تلو میرن. دیگه تعادل توشون وجود نداره. قشنگ ریالیستیکشون کرده. یعنی زامبی ها شدن مثلا ورد وارزی و لاستافاس دیدین چقدر زامبی هاشون طبیعی بودن. تعادلشون یهو به کله می‌خورد زمین اینجوری میشد. اینجوری مثلا میبینن سر کله هم میافتن. دقیقاً زامبیش اینجوری شده از لحاظ این چیزی خیلی خفن شده. حاجی یه سری چیزای اضافه کرده تو استودی جا نمیشه بخوام بهتون بگم. یعنی واقعا اگر میخواین زامبیشو پلی بدین، یعنی بلک آپس که بچه میدونین که برگ برندش زامبی هر چقدر مولتیش و همه چیز چرت و پرته سرمایه گذاریش روی زامبیشه. بلک آپس سم بهترین بازی نسل 8 اون موقع که پرفروش‌ترین بازی هم شده بود به خاطر زامبی نجات داده بود، وگرنه مولتیش مزخرف و بولشت بود. اینم همین شد.
No, that was just a rappel line or a zip line up. So here we are back at Janus, the starting area.
T-Dog is still at the start of the map.
I would like to think he has come back, but you never know.
He's got a pack-a-punch there, so I assume that he made his way back to here and is getting ready to exfil.
Okay, so we know that the rounds are coming to a close here for our creators, and that this is about exfil. So how is exfil going to work in this game? What can you tell us?
For the first time in this game, you can actually do a solo exfil. So you'll see these yellow phone booths around the map at all the areas. You'll hear the phone ringing. If you answer it, you can choose to exfil. So now your teammates can vote to opt into that if they'd like to.
بچه نوآ پدر زامبی جهانه. پدر زامبی دنیاست.
It's a do or die situation, right?
But it's not just any Zursa, right?
Yeah, no, it's HVT Zursa. Thank you. Yes.
It's like the Mama Zursa.
Yeah. And then, but your other friends, even if they didn't opt to exfil, they can actually jump in there and help you out. Go down or something can happen, but once you're successfully out, they can continue playing without you. It's really cool.
I'm going to use this all the time because I feel like it's always like, you guys keep going or stay in and you leave. And they kind of calculated risk if they're helping you and they do go down, but at the same time, like they might just leave you and be like, good luck.
Yeah,
you take the HVTs or on your
استوری کردم رایزن 7 نمیدونم مدلش چیه من زیاد تو این چیزا
نیستم that HVT and get out. It's not like kill 50 zombies and
استوری که اینستا برو نگاه کن اونجا نوشتم.
That's very cool, guys. Oh my gosh. Is there any rules? I mean, if it's brown, lay down. If it's undead, go for the head. Is there a
go for the weak spot?
Go for the weak spot. Hope your weapon is pack-a-punch. Okay. Oh, the gameplay looks fantastic, and of course, folks, for the very first time ever, we have zombie survival in the beta, and this was just a little taste, a little.
چقدر دلم میخواد حرفا نو بشن خیلی زر میزنن. بیا نو پدر زامبی چی میگه؟
All about these smaller maps and just focused on exactly that, surviving. And in the beta, we're gonna give you so many gums because we want you to just experiment, especially some of the new gums. And you know, this is the first time zombies in the beta. This is incredible. It gives us an opportunity to react to players' feedback and just see like what happens in high rounds and how we need to react. So.
We're so excited about that. It's going to be amazing.
I always think that when we can go home and play the game sitting on our own.
حاجی نو هم که لایو نیست داداش. خب بیا ببینیم چی داره میگه نو. بابا حرفا نو واسه زامبی خیلی برای من ارزش داره. پدر زامبی دنیاست نا سلامتی. بابا لایو شد دیگه. آها لایو نو لایو. من این هر چی بگه به کله میگم چشم.
I think we're wrapping up here.
میشه با کپی رایت هم الان میخوریم ما.
Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. I don't know if my gun is strong enough. Oh God. Do I have an ammo crate here?
حاجی زون داره؟
I did not buy it though.
چقدر سخت و باله.
Wait, do I not have enough money? I don't have enough. I literally am not going to exfil. Oh, that's such BS. I don't have enough money to buy ammo.
پولتی ammo نداره.
Dude. I need like 40 points to exfil. Yeah, I actually just don't exfil here. Oh no, I can buy that. But now I've wasted so much time trying to earn enough points.
هدف بذار بعدم 2 نفری یا اکت ظرفیت بگی خودت که استاد. آخه رفیق الان وضعیت دلار تو کشور خیلی چیزه، مردم تحت فشارن. من بیام تو استریم مثلا حرف بزنم میگم بچا من میخوام مثلا کالاف بلک اپس بخرم، ندارم این حرفا. اصلا من هیچ وقت نگفتم ندارم این حرفا. من همیشه هدفو گذاشتم گفتم اختیاری دونه. ولی هیچ وقت من الان تو این وضعیت من هیچ وقت نمیام چی کاری بکنم کلا. چون میدونم الان تو این وضعیت مردم تو چه شرایطی ان. سر همین قضیه مثلا هدف دونیت اگه دقت باشه من هدف تو استریم الان هایدش کردم کلا دوست ندارم. دوستم مردم از استریم لذت ببرن. دونیت چیز اختیاریه. من 8 سال یه بار نگفتم آقا من دونیت بکنین. هیچ وقت نگفتم چیزی رو. الان مخصوصا که دلار بالاست فشار رو مردم زیاده و صلاح نیست که بیام بگم آقا بچه‌ها میخوام هدف بازی بذارم هر وقت پر بشه بگیرم. نه من نمیذارم. من همچین کارو نمیکنم.
Well, you died.
دوست دارم کسی تو زحمت بیفته. بذار بریم روی ادامه چیز.
Points issue.
The beta, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great, guys. Up next, we are diving into what's new in Warzone, including a brand new resurgence map. Stay tuned.
چطوری یه آره کد دراپ میشه. من خودم تو استریم خودم کد گرفتم برای خودم. میشه تو بیای روی حالت چیز.
QD Mini LED TV with 144Hz native refresh rate and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Operators, get ready to ride the special edition Polaris Razor Pro R and Sportsman XP 1000 vehicles, dropping soon into Call of Duty Warzone. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge.
داداش زامبی رو دارم میگم امیر حسین. مولتی پلیرش آشغال خالصه. مولتی پلیرش وارزون شخماتیکه. بلک آپس زامبیش برندش حاجی اصل کار زامبی. کانتنت اصلی استریمم زامبیه واسه کار افتادش. مولتی پلیرش آشغاله. زامبیش ارزش داره ولی زامبیش 100 خفن ترین زامبی تاریخ کالافه. من همیشه بلک آپس به خاطر زامبیش می‌خریدم. اصلا بلک آپس من هیتر بلک آپسم حاجی. من هیچ وقت از مولتی بلک آپس خوشم نه اومده نه میاد نه خواهد اومد. داستانش هم خیلی حال نمی‌کنم کلا. بلک آپس چیش داستانش خوب بود.
On Axel Burmack's wrist in the game, and it is from Hamilton. There's actually only been 5,000 of these made, which is absolutely insane. It's going to be released on the same day of Black Ops 7, November 14th. All the creators getting their hands on it. You could too. Make sure to check it out.
Ooh.
That's right, because we are going to get our very first look at the all-new resurgence map, Haven's Hollow, as well as major POI updates coming to Verdansk in Season 1. We're also going to have all the intel on what's coming to Warzone. I know many of us are curious about movement, so there's a lot to talk about today.
Well, live gameplay is coming right up. But first, we
want
to welcome the creative director at High Moon Studios. So welcome to the Omni Room.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me today. You know, excited to be here.
I know, no, we're getting into it. We're good. We're about to get going. But Matt, High Moon has been involved in Call of Duty for a long time. Awesome content for campaign, zombies, Warzone. You know, what's it like for the studio to be bringing this new map to life?
Yeah, we're honored to be able to work on these experiences and bring them to life. We've been on Call of Duty for a long time. So, you know, we can't do any of this stuff without our partner studios. So I just want to give a shout out to, you know, our friends at Raven and Beanox. You know, we really couldn't do this without them, but I think we're set up for a great start, you know, for Warzone this year.
It's going to be an incredible year. Big shouts to the team.
Well, what are we waiting for, folks? It's now time to literally drop in. Here's the first ever look at Haven's Hollow. Not only are we dropping in...
مپ ریسرجنس جدید زامبیه؟ ببخشید وارزونه؟
Well, we had to drop in to get to the tech.
مپ ریسرجنس جدید وارزون جدیدشه حاجی؟
That must be awesome.
I will say these
ولی با موتور بلک آپس حاجی به درد
point in the room. I love seeing them on camera.
Oh, we've made it. Awesome. Here we are, the first look at Haven's Hollow, our very own tech map.
Yeah,
یه بخش از مپ کلی بتل رویالش.
We're inspired by like a late summer, kind of early fall setting.
من که اصلا حال نیست.
The heart of Appalachia.
مولتی شخمی بود چت.
This really small Americana vibe. There's 9 unique points of interest. You know, there's a little bit of contrast between some of the older rustic elements and a couple of modern ones. But you're also going to see two that are maybe a little familiar, right? We've got the main street, which has some elements from Liberty Falls, and we've got the mansion.
زامبیش گاد بود حاجی من فقط زامبیشو میخوام.
Yeah, and the colors have been popping on this map. I can't wait to see it in gameplay. But of course, one of our most popular maps in Call of Duty Zombies with Liberty Falls. I'm really excited to see the team bring a new experience there. What made you guys want to revisit?
Yeah, I mean, people loved Liberty Falls so much. Like, we really liked that setting. We thought we could do more with it. We really wanted to expand on it. And this is also a place that we've never used in Warzone. So it's kind of a new experience for everyone there.
New setting?
It looks amazing. Like a pre-outbreak. It's all clean and nice.
Yeah, it's pre-outbreak.
Until we show up. Well, all right, let's take a closer look now at Haven's Hollow.
Yeah, so here you can see our main street, right? It's got the biggest collection of like the building interiors.
این مپ زامبیه بچه‌ها زامبی بلاک اپس 6 اینو با ریسرجنس آوردنش.
Yeah, that's a big focus for us. Lighting, you know, player visibility.
I think we're going to talk more about Riverboat here in a second because that might be Matt's favorite.
Yeah, it's a good hot drop.
باورم نمیشه مپ زامبی رو آوردن تو مپ ریسرجنس بتل ریالشون.
Yeah. We've got the lumber mill here. It's got this big industrial interior floor. Kind of cool playable elements all over the rooftop. Lots of ways to kind of like sneak in through the upper sections. The coal depot, this is kind of at the crossroads of a few POIs.
Interesting.
This is the most modern of the new POIs that we have here, the research center. It's got a pretty risky buy station in like the central courtyard in the middle of it.
Awesome. This looks like it could be quite a fun loot area as well.
Yeah.
Yep, and obviously here we got the mansion, which we've kind of imagined for Warzone.
My guy, the Z-Rex.
Z-Rex, there's a
new
center
map های
here
زامبی رو
that goes to the big
کردن
skylight up to the rooftop.
کردن
Cool.
The ponds. You don't try to pull your chute here because you're just going to break your ankles.
Yeah,
it is shallow
it's only
water.
ankle deep water,
ankle
folks.
Deep. Yeah, we're trying to have a little minimal water gameplay in this map. And the train station on the outskirts, this is a good place to kind of regain.
Yeah, I love the looks here. I know the call outs are going to be great.
مگه میشه لیبرتی فار مپ خوش
From a
بدن؟
size perspective, what can you tell us
مورد
about
علاقه من
Haven's
تو
Hollow,
زامبیش هم
you know, relative to other Resurgence maps?
Yeah, so it's
کل گالان
definitely
تایم
smaller
هم
than Fortune's Keep and just a little bit larger than Rebirth.
میگه بزرگتر از ریبرس قراره باشه.
We talked a little bit about some favorite spots, but have you got any tips or any hot spots you like?
Yeah, I mean,
من فکر نکنم کسی با وجود موتور بلک آپس 7 و چیز خوشش بیاد از
It's got an easy buy station that you can access up on the top.
بعید بدونم حاجی.
You know, it's also pretty cool. You don't have to worry about getting sniped in the back from someone across the
خود که زده کجا وارد بکنی اونا رو باید بری داخل اکتیویژن اکانت وارد بکنی با دیدن استریم بهت کد اختصاصی میده اینا رو تو اون پلیران میزنن حاجی بهت نمیرسه.
We're about to find out what the hot drop is.
All right, well this is it folks. It is now time for the action. It's the gameplay premiere of the brand new Call of Duty Warzone Resurgence map coming to season 1 later this year. Haven's Hollow, Dream Crazy, I hold shift, let's do it.
ولی استریم من نگاه
Do it indeed. 2 rooms full of creators hunting for that illustrious first ever Haven Hollow win. That's always the key. Someone's looking for that X bait. Being able to post that video online, huge. And with the drop, it's not just time for us to drop it for the first time. It's also time for the TCL Power Hour. Dream Crazy, this is fun because starting right now, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the middle of Warzone. And with these 9 challenges come 9 different opportunities for you at home to win a 77-inch TCL QD LED monitor. Which are you looking forward to here, Dream Crazy?
Already, I'm looking at the vehicle eliminations, how fun those are. Also the comebacks elimination. You gotta love to see a good lethal, maybe cross map with some of those, but these are exciting shit.
اگه به تو کد نده باید اکانت لینک بکنی اکانت اکتیویژن تو باید به تویچ لینک کنی و اون پلتفرمی که میخوای باش بازی بکنی همه رو باید به تویچ لینک کنی بعد باید یک ساعت رو بیشتر نگاه کنی بهت کد بده. آقا مپ جدید ریسرجنسی که قراره تو بلک آپس 7 ببینیم
And again,
Warzone
resurgence, you talk about your ability to try to get high eliminations, but at the same time, valuing the time
موتورش بلک آپس 7
brought back. And just again, look at the map. It's just the
colors,
it's just absolutely vibrant in this late summer, early fall setting.
همون بولشت هاجی. همونی که تو بلک آپس 6 چه همون که تو چیز الان
counted yesterday and research center being one that has a buy station right in the middle of the research, obviously the center. And yeah, quickly the name of the game is get your cash and be able to get picks early as teams are landing in late. Adrian, easy pickets for him.
Yeah, looking like it. Nice little MXR out of the initial ground loot. And he's feeling like it's time to find his first kills. Help is starting to come back through, though. Decent turn, but shut down. And that'll put him in a little bit of trouble as Booyah and the rest of the squad will try to regain. Hunt for that first win. Nothing more important in CODNEXT than being able to boast that you got the first ever.
واجه قیافه بویانکو پشماش ریخته میگه چی دارم من بازی میکنم. الان سیمفونی بعدی که این بازی میکنه شروع میکنه هی دادن بگه میگه این گیم بولشت شوخ میمونه. 8 تا کیل زده. واجه رسما انگار بلک اوت وایب بلک اوت دارم. واجه چقدر
take a look to see when we go
اسنایپش تخیلی بود
how the weapons kind of transcend
ناموسن وارزون داره میشه همچین چیزی بچه
and what actually feels good in hand because often we see the multiplayer meta does kind of lend itself to ideas into the Warzone space, but not always the case. But again, if you missed it earlier, Xfinity partnered with Call of Duty Next. If you are an Xfinity customer, you can get early access to Black Ops 7 Open Beta. Make sure you sign up at xfinity.com/rewards. We're talking
آجی بتلفیلد واقعا نیستمش.
Get yourself ready to go. Get yourself pre-loaded.
بتلفیلد زد هیچ شرف داره.
Finding picks and being able to pick out other enemies loadouts here. He finds himself finding an M8A1, a gun that we've been seeing here all day. Be very, very powerful as well as that Drevik in hand. So hopping on
من فقط زامبی مولتیشو میخوام دیگه هیچ. فقط زامبیش خدا بود. بهترین زامبی تاریخ کالاف دیوتی بود. کالاف دیوتی هر وقت میخواد تو آینده بره یا مثلا یه تغییر بزرگی رو انجام بده روی بلک آپس انجام میده. چرا؟ چون که یه برگ برنده داره. تو مودرن که نمیتونم چی کاری انجام بده چون لوز میشه سریع. بلک آپس چون زامبیش خفنه و نجات دهنده بازشه همه میرن این کار رو انجام میدن. کالاف دیوتی روی بلک آپس کار انجام میده که اگر کسی خوشش نیامد زامبیش بازی رو بفروشه و همونطور که تو بلک آپس 3 وقتی که اومده بود شخمی تخیلی بود و چقدر هم هیت گرفت مولتی پلیرش پرفروشترین و معروفترین بازی نسل 8 زامبی بلک آپس 3 بود. فقط زامبیش یعنی مقدار فروشی که بلک آپس 3 داشت جزو پرفروشترین بود فقط به خاطر زامبیش بود. یعنی مولتیش بولشت. این هم دقیقا همینجوری دوباره تاریخ براشون تکرار شده. حالا همچین چیزی که تو بلک آپس هست نه خود چقدر پیکسلی افت فریم چقدر گرافیک اصلا یه
Symphony
be
the squad to do it. Shut down one team, just one more player to find. They're looking good for it. It's calm, it's casual, and we're taking body shields. Looking to finalize the elimination.
That'll be
our box, and there it is. Aiden and Co. Your Warzone victory on Haven's Hollow.
Lighten it up to around the main street. I think that was one of the hot spots we had talked about here in Haven's Hollow, but shift. Taking first looks at it, it is beautiful, it is bright. I feel like visually you can literally see everything.
And that's the key, I think a lot of players, when you look at kind of the history of where Call of Duty has been in the last couple of the titles, there's always a question of what's the visibility going to look like in kind of more, generic settings. We talk about like things that are in modern times, or most recently for Black Ops 6 going back to the 90s, a very gritty, very grungy game. This one feels very vibrant, very different, very fresh. And I think players are really going to enjoy that, not just across what we saw in multiplayer, but we also saw it in zombies, and now we're seeing it specifically in Warzone. If you want to get the full spectrum and make sure that you're looking at high quality, make sure you check out AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7 and Call of Duty.
A lot of the players were saying that too, like this is just a beautiful blend.
It feels like خوشحال نیست. رو هر چی دارم میگم همه افسردن.
Even some kind of IW elements in it. It's just like a blend of all Call of Duty. It almost feels like. But it's very fluid, and you can still see that fluidity continuing on here in Warzone.
Well, we'll head over to Scump, Shotzi, Methods.
Map zombie.
A little bit of trouble on the outside of the circle in zone 5.
دیدی بچه مپ زامبی رو آورده که گیم نجات بده. کلا الان برگ گفتم آخرین برگ برندش زامبیه. مولتی زامبی، مپای زامبی رو داره میاره تو بتل ریالش. یعنی همه کار داره میکنه که مثلا گندش رو جمع کنه.
finds himself teamed up with the majority of Team Falcon, Soka and Shifty in the mix with him, trying to carry him to a win.
اصلا حالم خراب
بود. Being able to take down Scump. Oh, Scump did slide away, but still does get pinched by Shifty there. And there's Hisoka and Shifty also win this other game. Haven's Hollow displaying it and winning it around Chapel side. You'll love to hear. Happy cheers. All right. He's feeling himself.
That's the Falcons' energy right there, though.
Yeah.
That's the Falcons' energy right there. Flutter's having himself a good time. I'm sure we'll see him.
تا وقتی که وارزون بعدی بیاد با مدرن وارفر ببینیم چجوری میشه.
You know, I just want to throw a little shout out into the mix.
آره نمیدونم مپ اصلیش هم بذاره یا نه، مپ بتل رویالش رو بذاره یا فقط گفت یکی دو تا سه تا ریسرجنس داره. حالا اونها رو هم نگاه کنیم نظر کنیم. فقط درخت اضافه کرده خوشگله.
Like this may be one of the giants in the history of Treyarch releases, talking about the content depth that we're seeing not just on launch, but especially building even further into Season 1. I mean, this is going to be a really fall into early winter for Call of Duty fans.
I love that you said that, Chips, because you know I've been gleaming about it. The fact that we have global progression across the board with this content. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Warzone, if you're playing campaign, if you're playing multiplayer, you can level up your favorite weapon, even if you're playing Resurgence here. So, kind of on the research side, we see FIFA, again, looting around. It just looks so pretty, so beautiful. But for most of these players, it's kind of seeing a lot of success outside the perimeters and rotating in.
There's something about finding your first Warzone victory on a new map, but can you go back?
That's
got to be the goal. If you follow their streams, you know that these guys are string together win after win after win. And ooh, Redman's actually showing up in the proximity chat, so we may have a couple of Goliaths in the Warzone space facing off if they end up meeting here outside of research.
Yeah, well, I have loudness EQ with my IEMs and
if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Great. That's a good comment. All right. Well, being able to, of course, pinpoint those opponents as you see outside the research center. If you're wondering, the research center is far east of this map, and of course, prepare for battle. Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
These guys are going hard. Not that it's a surprise, but they're not even commenting like the proc chat in game. Like, these guys must have downloaded external software to find themselves to make sure we're not giving anyone anything. Like we're locked in here.
Yeah. These guys, yeah, they always keep you laughing, always feeling the group. But yeah, I love just kind of just like looking at Groundly, right? We're seeing a lot of the legendary MXR17, which almost kind of looks like also to kind of just taking a look.
مثلا از برگ برندش که زامبی استفاده کنه که مثلا گند کارش گفتم برگ برنده کالاف فقط زامبیه حالا مولتیش کلا شخماتیک داستان که کلا تخیلی زامبیش فقط خفن بود محشر بود که برگ برندش احتمالاً به خاطر زامبیش بفروشه مپای زامبیش هم وارد ریسرچنس که مثلا گند کارش هم که پلیر جذب چون همه زامبیش دارن ناموسا این چه بولشتیه
But you kind of heard the devs talking about the fact that, like, we really purposefully, with the intention of using water, really not using water. Yeah, there's water elements, but they're all shallow. We're not seeing that same kind of swimming around regain style, so it really forces you to play inside the bounds of the map itself. What do you feel about that compared to other Resurgence maps that we've seen in the past?
I like it because, like, you know, you really just have the water that's kind of on the far east side of the map that separates, like, the mansion area, and then, like, it kind of just goes around the map. So it kind of creates like this outermost like regain situation where you have these hot spots but then regain spots, and it's kind of like a blend of both internally in the map, but it's like it's not too much where you just get caught and you can't regain at all, right?
Oh my goodness! Aiden just got put on Reddit. Yep. Nope. Oh my goodness, he just got spit on. That was repulsive biffle!
Not today. You even saw the head shake too.
I mean, I cannot believe what I just saw. He had every advantage in that gunfight. Off the mantle. But again, Omni movement, a little bit different.
کالاف به گور رفته چش.
And now a chance to move deeper into the central POI. for Repulse, Biffle, and Shamu.
He's with, I think, Hex on them.
I believe last year these were our first winners too.
Oh, good
so
call.
it's kind of serious to see Repulse feeding for it. That was Matt Cracks that he just took down. And another one. Is that Big Daddy Hex?
That was Big Daddy Hex. That's the boss.
Ooh.
Wow.
How dare you do that?
Sana
to him?
overreaction.
Like that, Repulse. Come on now. This is CODNEXT.
This is sick. And you know, it's interesting because here's another point of that water you just kind of mentioned, just to kind of put it into some visual identity for you all at home. It is just like, it's not going to be the same that you've seen across things like Rebirth Island in the past, where it's like you can deep dive, try to regain, wait for your teammates to jump back in. Like it's going to force you to play inside the map from really start to finish, which I think also builds towards a more frenetic pace. You kind of you heard that word be used a lot by the devs. Like a lot of these POIs are very chaotic. You've got a lot of central points that you can fight over, but also on the exterior, places like train station, places like Coal Depot, are going to force a lot of teams to continue to fight.
گرافیک وارزون شده شاید فورتنایت چی تخمه. چی بگم والا.
Those buy stations really make a difference too as far as where you're regaining and you know what teams could be holding them down or locking it in. Repulse able to get some information. UAV you could see on the map being able to locate enemies as it's a
منم حال نکردم. فقط بتلفیلد. مجبورم نظر منفی بدم. ولی زامبیش خدا بود. زامبیش خدا بود. چقدر شبیه بیگزموگه. چقدر شبیه علی بیگزموگه پشمام.
Smokes her out. Hunt is on. Looks like this could be a third-party situation as well. And well, no need for it as Repulse is just doing it all himself. So again, you're seeing some of the most experienced Warzone players really just running and gunning at the moment. Small moment of hesitation as Breadman takes him down. But you know, the other thing about this map that, you know, especially coming off of taking a look at maps like Rebirth Island, which is currently one of the big favorites for Resurgence, is that you do have levels of elevation, but it's hilly. It's not like these dramatic inclines where you see zip lines are necessary.
قبل از اینکه بتلفیلد معرفی بکنه اینا اصلا قصد داشتن چیز بکنن. اینا برنامه مزخرف هر سالش داره میباره. اون مگه مرض داره از قصد میکنه. اصلا موقع اصلا بتلفیلد معرفی نشد.
Peak or like the verticality, it's not too high. It almost seems just pretty level headed. You know, some of these buildings though, where you do have multiple levels, where
نمیشه باید کالاف پاک کنیم. دقیقاً باید پاک کنیم.
Could be beneficial, but nonetheless, I agree with you. It does seem very like blended.
It's
not too much in terms of verticality. Did I just see 19?
I saw 19 for
ویو کالاف تو چنل خود یوتیوبش 70,000 تا بود. رفت تو وارزون ویو شد 18,000 تا. اینقدر بولشته که هیچ کی نگاه نمی‌کنه. همه بدشون میاد از وارزون. چه کار کردی کالاف؟ از 70 کی یهو شدی 18 کی. زامبی اصلا چه پیک ویو زده بود خفن. یعنی هیچ کی اصلا نه علاقه‌ای داره به بتل رویالش نه هاک بتل رویالش. اینقدر مزخرف بتل رویالش.
These three boys were vibing yesterday, very close to one another in their setups during the tech test. For some reason, I can't say the words tech test together.
It's gonna be a tongue twister. Oh, shots on. I believe that is.
من که امسال آقا 100% تمرکزم رو بتلفیلده. بقیه‌اش روی زامبی کالافه.
The fact of kind of like this utilization, right? You mentioned that open area and rotating out. I feel like that's where we see players use a lot of stim shots, smokes, using those utilities to get across.
Yeah, and that's familiar, right? That's kind of what we've been talking about a lot through CODNEXT, is how much of the game feels familiar but uniquely different. You're going to start to see, like, yeah, the things that you've been building over the course of at least the last year in Warzone will still apply. It just comes down to how can you utilize new movement techniques, and maybe even more so, again, with tac sprint being a thing you have to really perk into. It's going to change how you, like, your loadout creation is going to look like, but I don't know. It feels like, looking especially at our most experienced players, it feels like they're already locked in, and they're no stranger to what they're already seeing in the gameplay form.
Correct. I think we saw TP a little bit with the LMG, the MK. 18 being one of them, but another elimination we got here, using a body shield.
What channel?
We're seeing too much of this tactical plays here, but nonetheless, you kind of see that big game bounty going in, and I think the boys are going to go towards Rida there, who you can kind of see the big game bounty running away.
Yeah, they're on the way. You heard the calls. They're hunting.
Oh, they're on my level.
I think especially knowing that early circle days, you were going to lose the resurgence timer here in a moment, but You've got a 3v2, and yeah, there goes Joe, there goes Bread. Looking for the last, good nade, but not enough. Ryder will fall. And the resurgence does get disabled in that moment, so Biffa will pop the advanced UAV, and now it's on the hunt for the next one.
به خدا محتوای سیزن اول بتلفیلد به اندازه تمام 3-4 تا کالافه 3-4 سال کالاف اخیر سگش میارزه.
I have to say, visually, Mansion looks so clean, especially with the hardwood floors. Again, there's not a lot of dark spaces, dark corners where players have talked about. Sometimes it's visually hard to see enemies and opponents, but I just visually again have to stress, even inside buildings, how good it looks.
Yeah. It's just there's
stop شد.
Everything feels so
مرسی دیپلکسی واسه ساب. من اولین بار بود همچین صدا شد. کاش که این سابه رو تو چیز میزدی، کیک میزدی، تویچ نمیزدی حاجی. من اصلا تویچ پلتفرم دده داداش. این فقط به خاطر دراپ توش داشت. دمت گرم بازم. مرسی واسه کاش حداقل دونیت ریالی میکردی. حتی کیکم که به من چیزی نمیرسه به خاطر که توی رو
feels like you're on an even footing, and there it is. Another look back over towards Z-Rex, and this area starts to look like a special.
اصلا دیگه آخر استریم دارم میرم دیگه تمام بشه. من 3 طرف لایوم تویچ یوتیوب کیک. ولی اگه میخوای ساب کنی به جاش دونیت ریالی بکن یا دلاری. ریالی ترجمه بهتره چون به دستم سریعتر میرسه. ولی ساب هیچ یک ریالش من نمیرسه. دمت گرم آدم واسه. امیرالی اعتراض سرچ بکنی برات میاد. من نمیتونم تبلیغ کیشم بکنم. اگه تبلیغ کیک بکنم تویش من میشم.
But Repulse is going to have some clips to send to Twitter later.
خب دلار میتونی دلار دارم واسه. اگه که مثلا یه وقت خواستی مثلا ساب بکنی به داش دلار بزنی خیلی ممنون میشم. حداقل یه چیزی من برسه. اینجوری پول تو هم الکی حیف نشه.
If you want a 27-inch TV, get loud and chat because this is what you need. They're on the hunt. Get there, run there, sprint, get there. Biffle, do it. Do it, Biffle. Do it, Biffle. We want televisions! Yeah!
Oh man!
Bro. Oh, we love it! That's a perfect way to take a momentary pause. Biffle Repulse lighten things up here on Haven's Hollow. We'll be back. More Warzone coming up. Don't go far.
AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. Herman Miller. Check out the latest Embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code today. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize. A trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge today.
And those were our first ever matches on Haven's Hollow here at Call of Duty Next. Amazing action, the dedicated melee. We got the enhanced body shield kills. We're excited to welcome back Matt Christak from Hyman Studios to talk a bit more about this map's design. Matt and maps, man. I'm like so hyped to watch those matches that I can't talk.
بتلفیلد که خیلی وقت شونشون داده بود. با 30 سال تجربه 24 سال دیزاین واقعا ناش. هیچ کس امید به کالاف نداره. یکی پیدا کن که امیدوار باشه.
Yeah, so first and foremost with some of those maps, we really want like a fast-paced, high-action map, good flow, really interesting routes, for movement. We want to support, all the various play styles that, players want to engage with. And we really wanted to have a good balance between, our power positions, just our cover density, and just spots for people to regain.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Rebirth Island was also based on a zombies map. Shout out to Mob of the Dead. So this is something that we've tried before, and players have really enjoyed it in the past. Excited to see what you guys have cooked with this.
Yeah, Mob of the Dead was great.
Yeah. We know those zombie fans.
Got the zombie fans.
But now we got the Warzone folks playing it, so we're getting back into a little bit more live gameplay in just a second, but I have a few more questions for you, Matt. I know there have been some key areas of focus on this map. What can you tell me about what is going to make Haven's Hollow really stand out as an experience?
It's colorful. We've got this amazing foliage that's kind of in there. Yeah, we're really focusing a lot on player visibility. And also like the power spots, we're really trying to curate. So like every tree that's out here, we've hand placed, to try to curate those long lines of sight. There's a really, intimate focus on just like the cover placement, the density, just the flow kind of going through these spaces to make sure that it's easy for players, and just, again, just promoting all those different play styles.
Sort of thing for me where I'm looking at a game as a player, I'm watching these streams, I'm thinking about how I would navigate the map, like going from cover to cover, and it does feel like, there's options in all over the place, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely seeing all these features, and I'm having a lot of fun thinking about Darkness right on top of the old Steamboat. Beautiful stuff. Well, that's enough for us for now. Let's get back over to the casters and back to the game.
You out in the studio, appreciate it. Yes, we have 250 creators today across 2 epic project map arenas, and we find ourselves right in the midst of the TCL Power Hour. We've already kind of kicked things off, but just as a reminder, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the midst of all the chaos, all the frenetic energy of Warzone. And with these 9 challenges, again, come 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor. And we've already seen a handful. We've seen the dedicated melee, the combat expert that came through, and the vehicle elimination that you wanted to. So yes, make sure you post on X, include the hashtags listed, and also scan that QR code to get entered for a chance to win the 27G64 monitor from TCL. Sorry we didn't necessarily get to see the vehicle kill on our POV, Valen. I know you're looking forward to it. We still have a lot more challenges to go, and we're going to jump on board with Crowder to see if his Warzone gameplay looks as good as his golf swing.
It's still okay. If it's free, it's me, right? But plenty opportunities. We'll go ahead and see Crowder getting overloaded there. I think that was Benny, Essential, and Zyro, but I love this map, and I just love the fact that they talked about really catering to all different types of play styles.
Yeah, and it's just like one of those things that we kind of hinted towards it. I will say it's fun to see that kind of extra level of depth being provided by the dev team, talking about the things that we're just automatically noticing. Like I think you and I as commentators, we often take a look to see how does the map kind of flow? What are the players able to do, like, without hesitation, without obstacle hurdling? And it really feels like this map has provided a lot of fun and again, just a lot of open visibility to allow these generic moments to kind of come through. And again, if you're watching these guys fighting for their Warzone win, you need to get yourself a scuff. Gear up for Call of Duty with the official controller of Call of Duty and Call of Duty Next. Get those back buttons, get those interactive triggers, get all the things you possibly need to not end in second like Teep and Co just did.
All right, switching on over though here to Isli Gaming. Let's see what we got picked up. We're on the main street here, which all of these POIs, Main Street being a popular hot spot. Really over on the southwest side of the map, but all of these different POIs, again, are just so freaking beautiful, Alan. I can't get over it. I'm just literally mind blown right now.
Tell me how you really feel.
It's just every tree being placed strategically to allow players to get into that flow state. We love that.
Yeah, they really do. Oh, goodness. A little bit of issue right there, but Isli Gaming able to find the elimination. You can capture your gameplay, share the wins with the official creator gear of Call of Duty. That's Elgato, creating tons of products that just will enhance your ability to not just record, but also live stream and just enhance your overall gaming setup. So make sure you check them out at Elgato. Big shout out to our friends there.
All right, so what do we got nearby? This is how to see that echo unit go down. Creating a little bit of a deploy, but all these buildings here, just kind of like looking around, you know, again, just you can kind of see on the main street, just looking, just checking, clear, making sure that no one is like hiding in there. But for the main street, I kind of like that duality of it being open. You got the buildings on the side and kind of can just, you know, loot around.
It's just one of those things like with smaller maps that come with Resurgence. I think the inherent question always is about, is it going to be too much? Like, am I going to feel too chaotic? Am I going to feel like I'm just lost completely? Right. And I will say, like, again, like the ability to connect these different POIs has felt really seamless, just watching players transition as the zone forces them to move. But at the same rate, being in that more downtown Main Street feel, yeah, you still get that up close and personal jump scare style combat that you want to see, and keeping that balance between movement versus actual interactions. And if you want to dominate every game, make sure you check out the official gaming PC and gaming laptop for Call of Duty. That's Origin. Scan the QR code right there to learn more about how you can get your hands on one. As we continue to see if this group of three can find out where exactly this team is that's around them. Again, that high to low, that multi setup around the riverboat can be difficult to track down players, and that's where Movement Kings will really shine.
Speaking with Khaleesi here, the player we see on her screen, she was just so happy to be at CODNEXT, kind of just like surreal that she gets an opportunity to test this game, and you know, just kind of just seeing just the energy from all of the creators here, and just so happy to even be playing on this new map. This is Khaleesi just rotating and roaming around the riverboat, and I think that team that actually was starting to push him maybe had backed down, but nonetheless, I like this riverboat regain spot.
Whoopsies.
It's okay.
Float out in the water. But that's fine. It's again ankle deep. It's ankle deep. It's fine. It's fine. No one's mad. No one's mad. So a chance to build out the loadout, see if they can find some engagements, get things going for the squad. And you know, it's another thing too. You know, you talk about just the atmosphere that surrounds this map. I think especially compared to where we are right now in Resurgence with Rebirth Island, like again, it just feels like everything has a unique element to it, where you feel like you're being transported from place to place. This the different autonomous kind of level and nature of how these points of interest are set up. As we get a little bit of a jump scare here, as the team starts to finally find some contact around the outside of the Haven's Hollow mural. And also seeing a team load back on in after the Resurgence timer is still well and truly in effect. Decent shots. Now a chance to follow up and clean as the darkness will drop and leave that squad a little short-handed.
And I love that Grass 45K, the usage of that attack sprint speed. You got that little extra boost there. So Steiner doing a really good job, kind of just breaching, going quickly with these gunfights, these engagements. You don't want to hold on. You don't want to basically fight too long. But I will say this all, coming soon to Warzone, operators will get to ride a special edition Polaris vehicle. But in typical CODNEXT fashion, we decided to go a step further, and why not have our creators ride Polaris vehicles in a real life in the desert? So let's go ahead and see how that went down.
Are you guys ready?
خب چت نظرتون راجع به این وارزون چیه؟ من که نظرم گفتم. نظر شما رو نمیدونم. واقعا مپ بتریال هستشم ببینم بعد دیگه استریم میبینم. واقعا جدی دارم اصلا نمیخواد بیشتر از اینقدر اینو نگاه کنم. وقتم داره تلف میشه سر دیدن این شوکیس. به خدا حس میکنم داره بهم توهین میشه جدی.
You need to get in there and enter for a chance to win your very own Polaris adventure by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account, and of course using the hashtags right below. You want to get out there, you want to give yourself a chance. We're going to take a brief step out and come back with more action from Call of Duty Next. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition Khaki Field Auto Watch. Get yours on November 14th. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, live from Las Vegas. We are excited to have Raven joining us now to talk about some of the key updates coming to Call of Duty Warzone. Welcome Senior Software Engineer Francesco Galletti and Lead Producer Jason Rhodey from Raven Software, gentlemen. The Omni Room, welcome.
We're so excited to have you here. We have so much to cover, and we want to hit on all of the updates coming to Warzone. But I want to start out by talking about how Raven is approaching the Warzone experience. We know there's been feedback from the community on prioritizing Warzone. Francesco, what can you share with us?
Absolutely, Stephanie. We've definitely heard that feedback over the last year. The team is hard at work continuing to evolve the Warzone movement. It's not going to be one-to-one with multiplayer this year, but we're obviously trying to have fun, bringing in those elements such as combat role from multiplayer, keeping things fresh and engaging, but at the same time somewhat familiar to returning players.
Sounds extremely cool. Like, this sounds like a ton of fun. For us on the movement changes?
Absolutely, yeah. So for tactical sprint, we are removing default tactical sprint, and we're increasing the baseline sprint speed to compensate for that. If players are still looking for that tactical sprint, it's not going to be available in the sprinter perk.
خب تو رفتیم تو
And you see it's pretty.
وردنس گذاشتیم. بعد وردنس که میخواین خرسترتون حذف کنین. اسکولی چیزی هستین شماها.
Movement features coming to Warzone.
Yes, so we're introducing the all-new combat role coming to Warzone. It's going to be in the Mountaineer perk, and it's going to be awesome because it's going to let you reduce even further fall damage and keep the momentum as you land.
This is one I've been using a lot. It's become a crutch, so to say, falling off too many buildings. But
Jason roasted some of the creators in the room yesterday getting set up. He was like, for all of you out there, I know you have fall damage problems. I got you. Like, we got you covered.
Hey, it happens to the best of us, and now we have a perk to help out with that. Another feature that we want to talk about is loadout customization. So, you know, this is, you know, we saw some of the research gameplay, and there's a lot of new things happening. Francesco, what can you tell us?
Absolutely, a lot of new things coming for loadout customization. So we are going to remove wildcards. We are baking in overkill by default for everyone, and also we are having the return of 5 attachments. That's going to make it easier for us to balance and meta based on the feedback.
That's my question. How are you guys approaching to balancing and shifting?
کل تغییری که دادیم بود که 5 attachment کنم wildcard حذف
to expand on build diversity, making that every attachment is going to be a lot more meaningful. Also, we're going to be shifting meta more often, like we said, and make every category for weapons feel a lot more distinct.
Jason, we were talking about this earlier in the show. Sorry, but earlier.
I got you, dude. I got you.
واقعیت برام اهمیتی نداره که چی داره اضافه میکنه چت. اصلا برام 1% اهمیت نداره چه کس شعری داره تو این بازی کیریش اضافه میکنه. کیر تو کالاف دیوتی کس نه کالاف دیوتی.
absolutely, yeah. We're stoked to have weapon
build
sharing coming to Warzone Season 1 for Black Ops 7 weapons.
That's fantastic news. All right, so the feature is going to make things a lot easier with the squad. We're seeing these players run as many attachments and stuff as they can now. It's going to be a ton of fun watching them put out content, have a good time, and get us loaded with the best stuff. Speaking of the best stuff, let's go back over the casters for some more gameplay. Shift, Dream Crazy. Let's rock.
من بیشتر اینقدر توی این لایو مزخرف نمیمونم واسه خودم و شما ارزش قائلم. این بولشت رو بیشتر از اینقدر من دیگه نگاه نمیکنم. مرسی که تو استریم من بودید. زامبیش خداست. زامبیش بهترین زامبی کل تاریخ کالاف بوده نظر من. تا الان بازی کردم و دیده بودم. مولتی پلیر بولشت، وارزون بولشت، فقط زامبی. ارزش خرید داره نه، ولی اگر فقط به خاطر زامبی میخواین بخرید غیر از اون به هیچ وجه برید بتلفیلد بخرید. تمام شده رفت. بدرود، خداحافظ.